What's happening, everybody? My name is Nate. I am the host of the Quack Report, the Anaheim Ducks affiliate of the Hockey Podcast Network. But first and foremost, I'm actually a Flames fan. So I was really excited when the boys asked me if I wanted to do this game. I will be having James Johnson from the Barn Burner Show hopping on here momentarily. We're just having a couple issues bringing him on here, but we are definitely getting set for the Flames versus the Maple Leafs tonight. This is going to be a fun game, I think. Both these teams are quite exciting to watch. So I'm just getting messages here from James that he should be in at any second here. How's it going, the boys TV? I got the Soda Pod chiming in saying happy Friday, let's go. It may not be craft beer, but I definitely will be consuming a little bit, we'll say. But just in the spirit of having fun and that kind of thing, right? So okay, let's see what we got for some predictions. If you're watching live, feel free to predict the score, what you think tonight's going to be. So we have Everyday Hockey chiming in with Go Flames. He sees the Flames winning 5-3. Man, I hope so. We also got Isha from the Hockey Podcast Network, the City Life Project, coming in with a Flames 5-2 win. And coming in even hotter, James Johnson, everybody, from the Barn Burner Show. James, buddy, how's it going?
How's it going? Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late here, but yeah,
difficulties, right?
yeah, it is what it is. But I'm excited.
Yeah,
we already
me
got
too,
a bunch
man.
of we already got a bunch of comments here. I'm seeing Lindsay, seeing Josh. I'm seeing everybody. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. We got Josh saying 3-1 Flames. Man, so I've been going through a couple of the scores that we've been given already. We got 3-1 Flames, 5-3 Flames, 5-2 Flames. Man, this is I'm excited for this, man. The fact that people think the Flames are going to beat the Leafs, actually. When was the last time you heard that, really?
Yeah, right. Like usually the Flames are not predicted to win, but I will take it. I will gladly take it. So
especially against some high powered like
gotta hope
offense teams like this. Yeah.
Yeah, they've struggled a bit here recently, so we just gotta hope they kind of turn that around, right? Like,
yeah,
and it's not headed towards a big downfall, because that's my big concern right now, and we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. We got Lindsay chiming in here with a 5-1 Flames. Do it for Iggy. That is correct. The great Jerome McGinley is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame on Monday. So or was the induction today, and I missed that. I'm pretty sure it's Monday, right?
He got the ring today. I'm not sure.
I think the ceremony is on Monday. I think because it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
is it? I think, but
I believe so. Yeah, but we'll see. Just gonna tweet out here that we're live and get some people watching.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm just seeing if I can pull up the flash score here.
Oh, yes. Right.
See if there we go. Beautiful. Zoom in on that here.
I love it.
Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. So we got Mikheyev and goaltender Peter Mrazek out for Toronto tonight. Brett Ritchie is out with a LBI, it looks like. That happened in the last game, correct?
Yes.
So? Yeah.
It did.
That was that game against San Jose that we were both at. It was you there, buddy?
We were. That's right.
Let's see what else we got. Let's check out the lineups tonight. I'm always kind of curious with that here. It's like we got a first line here of Lindholm, Tkachuk, and Gaudreau. Man, I love that line, honestly. Ever since that got put together last year, later in the season, that has looked great. And it looked great in the preseason as well. And I was really hoping that they didn't go back, honestly, to like the Monahan, Gaudreau plus whoever else thing, because this just worked so well, I thought.
Yeah, it's such a good line. And they had a really rough game last game, but that was the first game that they've been bad. So
Mhm.
I mean, it's been so good for the Flames this season, and we just gotta hope that it continues. And by all reports, by all the metrics, it should continue, and they should be as strong as they've been so far. So I'm just gonna go grab some headphones quick, and I will be right back.
Sounds good, bud. We got a question here from Lindsay asking if Dan Vladar is starting, and it appears so. I think he surprised a lot of Flames fans last night by, or not he specifically, I guess, but Daryl Sutter, or you know what? He's not even here right now, so I'm going to bug Dare Sut, as James had called him a few nights ago. Starting Jacob Markstrom last night against the Montreal Canadiens. You would have thought maybe that, the bit more high-powered offense of the Toronto Maple Leafs, that Jacob Markstrom would have been starting for this game instead, and Vladar last night. But no, it'll be interesting to see for sure. I was able to see Vladar for a couple of games during the preseason, and I thought he looked really good there. So, we got the boys or the underscore boys TV. Anything about Sydney? I'm not sure who. I'm not sure who you're referring to exactly, buddy.
Sidney Crosby?
Is it Crosby? I don't think so.
I have no idea.
I was gonna say he's healthy and playing right now, is he not? But
yeah, can you hear me okay? By the way,
yeah, I can hear you good. There's like a weird whistling going on though.
Is there on my end?
I'm not sure where it's coming from. Oh yeah, Crosby.
Okay.
Saying from the soda pot. Oh right. I mean, I haven't heard anything recently. The soda pod just chiming in saying that Crosby was put on COVID protocol. I kind of, that honestly slipped my mind. I haven't heard anything recently, but
yeah, me neither.
I'm seeing if I've missed anything by chance.
Seems like every single Penguin comes back from one injury and then is out for something else.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, my Sportsnet had me signed out, so I got to sign back in.
Is that whistle gone from earlier?
It was gone for a second, and now it's
back. Huh?
It's a lot more faint now.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Is it better just with me talking without headphones?
It is. I mean, it's better now even than what you had before. So,
okay. Well, I will. I don't know. I got no idea, man. Got a Dar Sutz comment. I love it. I love it, Lindsay.
Yeah, we were talking about Dan Vladar starting and how I thought it was interesting that head coach Daryl Sutter, or as you like to refer to him as Dar Sutz, starting Markstrom yesterday instead of tonight on the back-to-back.
Yeah, I was really, really confused about that, if I'm being honest. Like,
yeah, just a little bit.
I personally would have started my backup against the worst team and started Markstrom against the better team, but I don't know, man. Okay, awesome. Our good friend Josh, who is helping us out with all this YouTube stuff, says the whistle is gone. So that is awesome. Okay, thank you, Josh, for helping us out because
Yeah,
Alrighty,
let's see what we got here. Yeah, defensive pair Anderson and Hanifin against our good friend TJ Brody, now in the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Morgan Riley on the back end. William Nylander, Austin Matthews, and Michael Bunting.
Yeah, so I kind of want to touch on Michael Bunting because
Yeah, please do.
if you're a member of the analytics community, you kind of know that he's kind of a meme player because he was so good in like the 11 games he played last year in Arizona that his WAR percentage was like 99%. Like it was
jeez.
It's just ridiculous, right? So he projects like one of the best players in the world, and he's a good player for sure. Like I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but obviously he's not, Connor McDavid level. But
yeah,
he's a very good signing by Toronto. I think he was someone that I looked at and thought I'd like that on the third line, but we'll see. He hasn't been tremendous or anything. I think he's got 3 goals, 3 assists, or whatever. But
yeah, he's been a guy that seems to work well with Matthews at least. So
awesome.
And then, what do we got for the second lines here? For the Calgary Flames, you got Sean Monahan being promoted up 2 lines. I guess in the last game he was on the 4th there. Monahan centering Mangiapane and Blake Coleman with Tanev and Shillington on the back end. Man, that is honestly, on paper at least, that looks like a solid second line and pairing.
Yeah, for sure. I really like that second line. That's kind of my projections to start the season where, Gaudreau, Lindholm, Kachuk, and then Mangiapane, Monahan, and Coleman. So they're going with my projections right now, and I think that's what most people projected. So we'll see, right? I liked that they put Monahan on the 4th line. They let him rehab back from injury, and he hasn't been the same Sean Monahan, and I don't think he ever will be. Yeah. But we'll see. Like, he had an assist last game. He's been awesome on the power play. You can't go wrong with Blake Coleman and Andrew Mangiapane. Like, those two are just absolute beauties. And then
100%.
Like, so good.
Did you see the hometown hockey thing with Mangiapane by chance?
I did. That
was really good. Yeah, cool. that and the 32 Thoughts discussion with Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick there. I love the insight just of, like what got him to this point, because really until, Flames fans like us have known about him for the last little while, obviously, but he just suddenly came on everybody else's radar after the World Championship here just during the summer. So
yeah, it's great to see him get this recognition because, like, for us in Calgary, like, we've kind of known Andrew Mangiapane is a very good hockey player for a long time now. Like, I'll give props to Kent Wilson, who wrote an article about him 4 years ago and said basically, like, watch out for this guy. He's going to impress. And I'm glad he's getting the recognition he deserves because he is tremendous. And Brad Treliving, please re-sign him.
Yeah, please.
Like,
it's definitely a guy that, deserves some money coming his way, because he's been on at least one short-term kind of a bridge deal, I guess, but he's definitely a guy that's shown that, or maybe he's been on 2 now, actually. But I'd have to take a look here, but
and that's
was that James that we lost, or did we lose me? Oh, might have been James. All right, well, you can take a look here at the Toronto pairings. John Tavares, Alex Kerfoot, and Mitch Marner on that second line there. Jake Muzzin and Justin Hall on the second pairing. The Flames got Backlund, Dubé, and Lewis with Zadorov and Goodbranson on the back end. Oh, we got James back.
I don't know. I thought that was the entire stream, but was that just me?
Yeah, I think that was just you. I was kind of laughing because, I mean, if anybody here by chance has watched the Quack Report, it's normally my internet that's cutting out. So I was like, oh, okay, it's probably me for a second here. And then just trying to go through the lines and whatnot. And it was still working. So I'm like, okay, it must have been James then. And then I got some comments here saying that yeah, JJ's gone from Lindsay. And then Lindsay, welcome back. Okay, so why is this not? All right, we'll take JJ out of here for just a second. I just got the game on finally. I can't remember my login. So I got it on my phone at least though. So we got that. We got a little thing for the Hockey Hall of Fame here. I totally forgot that Marian Hossa was actually getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's awesome. Good for him. We got a question here from Josh. Biggest threat for the Leafs. Are you talking like from the Flames point of view, or like who is the biggest threat for the Leafs? You mean? Okay, who am I worried about? Says Josh there. Man, Matthews. Honestly, with that release that he has, I've seen that beat so many goalies, right? So I mean, what the guy had almost 50 goals last year in a shortened season, just absolutely ridiculous. So, all right, we're gonna try with James here again.
I don't know, man. I thought it was my Wi-Fi, but I just like did the thing where you check your Wi-Fi and it says it's fine.
And it's fine. Yeah, weird.
I just restarted my computer. I did everything. We'll see if I bug out one more time, I will. I don't know. But I'm back. So
you're back. I love it.
We'll see how long I'm here for, but there's no Wi-Fi. You know how like the top of the streamer shows you like a little Wi-Fi thing if you're bugging out? I don't have that anymore, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's good. It's shown up once or twice for me, but it's showing 2 bars, which is more than I usually get. So
yeah.
But and like I'm not even like my basement suite isn't even like massive. Like it's the equivalent of like a room away, basically. So I'm not sure why it cuts out or that kind of thing for on my end at least, but
yeah, like for me, I'm like sitting, like I can see my modem from here. Like I shouldn't be having issues, but we'll see. I don't know. I think we're good now. So
Sweet. We'll roll with it.
Josh is asking score predictions for you two. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna
I'm trying to think of this one here.
I'm gonna say that Flames fans aren't gonna like this, but I'm gonna say the Flames will continue their downward trend, and it's gonna be a close game, but they're gonna lose 3-2.
Ooh. See, okay, I don't hate that as much as if it's an overtime loss.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I don't know. Well, here, let's take a look at the you can take a look at their last little bit here, I believe. Oh, there we go. Oh, I lost something there. My computer's bugging out. That's fun. Where is that here? I was trying to learn a little bit with this website earlier.
It's a great website. Actually, now since you have the betting odds here, who's the betting favorite? I guess we can do that quick. Looks like can't. Looks like are the Leafs the betting favorites? I actually can't tell from these.
I'll say you'd have a better idea than I would. I just do the ad reads. I'm actually not as in tune with the betting, but I definitely like to learn. So I'm gonna be having Carter teach me at some point. So
yeah, I'm not a huge sports bettor, but for those who are, there are your numbers right there. So
yeah. See if we got. Oh yeah, we got last matchups here, head-to-head matchups. Here, let's take a look at the head-to-head matchups because we saw the Leafs quite a few times last year. So yeah, last few games there is 4-3 win for the Flames, 2-0 win for the Leafs, 4-2 for the Leafs, 5-3 for the Leafs. It looks like, and then a 3-2 game. It looks like so.
Yeah, I mean they played each other a ton last year, and all I remember is David Riddick kept beating them, and it was like Leafs fans were so mad at him because he kept winning. And
yeah, why is it this guy, right?
yeah, they're like, what? Who is this guy? And then they liked him so much they traded for him. So
yeah, and played him. That was one of the funnier stories I think from last season with the bubble and everything like that. Was like, yeah, well, we're gonna trade for David Riddick here. You're gonna hop on the plane with your now former team, come to join your new team, and the next day play against them. Have fun.
Yeah, like it's so funny. Like imagine getting traded and you're just flying with your former team. Like I can't even imagine the trash talk and all that stuff. But
right. I think Ryan Leslie from Sportsnet was saying that it was Lucic was giving him a fair amount. It sounded like so.
Yeah, but the puck has dropped, so we are excited and let's go. We have Maddie D who says 2-1 Flames. I like it.
I realized I said I hadn't said my thing. I'm gonna. Oh man. I'm gonna go for a Flames win. I'm gonna say it's 4-3.
I like it.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like the Leafs are definitely gonna pot a few, right? Because like you can't not. I feel like with that forward, like just that offensive power, but I feel like we might be able to just get ahead of them. So,
well, I would love a high scoring game because we haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
From a Flames perspective, and I know a lot of people like the 3-2 games, but give me like a 6-5 game. I want just a ton of goals. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I
Why not?
I happened to be at that Edmonton New York game last Friday. That was it was a 6-5 final in overtime for the Oilers, right? And I think it was 4-1 going into the third period there.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
just ridiculous. Goal after goal after goal. Don't worry, Flames fans. I wore a Rangers jersey to that game. You won't catch me dead wearing an Oilers one.
Good. Good. Well, I love those Hockey Hall of Fame patches right now. Those look incredible on the Flames jerseys. Those are cool. We'll just catch up with the chat here. Hungus Wood says, Johnny Hockey boys, Johnny Hockey.
Get these leafers out of here.
Get these leafers out of here. I love it.
This is a flame stream. Come on.
Yeah, get out of here.
No. We welcome Leafs fans. You guys, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Leafs fans honestly just get a bad rap. It's not as bad, I think, as people maybe say it is. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not, they're not terrible. I mean,
most Leaf fans I've talked to are great people.
Yeah, there's definitely a subset of that fan base that
as with every fan base too, right?
Yeah,
you could say that for the Flames, the Oilers, really any Canadian market, I feel like, especially.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, the Flames have it. Every fan base has 10% of fans where you're just like, wow. But from the most part, they're a pretty solid fan base, I think. Like, they're definitely talked about as being this awful fan base and they have their moments. And you know what? I don't blame the fans because the Leafs have been, how do I put this nicely? They've been a joke.
Just the butt end of hockey memes, right? Of oh yeah, you can't get past the first round and whatever. But really, I feel like as Flames fans, we can't really talk either, because outside of 2015, which should that really have happened? We're kind of in the same position, so
we barely beat Willie Desjardins coached Vancouver Canucks.
Don't knock on Willie, man. Come on.
I'm knocking on Willie. I'm sorry, but
I'm originally from Medicine Hat, so I grew up around the Willie Desjardins Medicine Hat Tigers and stuff like that. So I love Willie.
Okay,
he's a great dude.
I said nothing then. I said nothing.
Well, I was in grade 6, I think, when he coached that Team Canada World Junior team that won gold. And my teacher at the time was dating Flames prospect, I think, at the time as well, but also former Madison Hat Tiger Matt Keatley. And so she's got the connection to Willie or that. And after she brought him into our class actually to talk to us and everything like that, and brought his gold medal and that. So that was a really cool experience for sure. So
that's awesome. Neato. Well, I guess we should catch up with the chat because it is going crazy.
This one is my favorite right here. Sorry. Hungus Woods saying hat trick coming from Goodbranson.
Okay, yeah.
What do you want to say to this, James?
I'll touch on that quick because, as you know, I did not like that signing because looking at his metrics and his history, he'd been with every team and had not performed well with any of them.
No.
But this year he comes in and he's been really solid.
Yeah, right.
Literally nothing bad I can say. Other than there's been a couple moments there's with every player, but everybody thinks I hate the guy, but he's got a sick Movember stash. He's playing well.
It's looking good.
There's absolutely nothing I can hate about him right now. So
yeah, exactly.
Shout outs to Eric and Branson. And the guy is shooting the puck so much more than I thought he would be. I haven't watched him a ton when he was in Vancouver or Anaheim or Arizona, Nashville, wherever he was, right? Like he was everywhere. But I just think of the stereotypical defensive defenseman that's not going to do much. And he's actually involved in the play quite a bit. So Eric Branson hat trick, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
I was gonna say you guys on Barn Burner there have been doing like an after game kind of like a call-in show or that. Didn't you have Erica Branson call into that?
We had we had Eric Goodbranson call in, yeah. Which by the way, check those episodes out on they're available as podcasts now if you want to check them out. And we will be continuing that soon. I don't know when, but sometime in the near future.
Yeah.
But it's been lots of fun. I love the joke people. Like we had Daryl Sutter, we had Johnny Gaudreau. The guy
that
did
Gaudreau, oh God, I was listening in on that Gaudreau one. That was hilarious.
God, he did Gaudreau's voice perfect. That was so funny. I love. First off, like I love, like we have Lindsay and Chris, and you're calling in, and Jess, and like all these people we're friends with on Twitter, right? Like I love those calls, and then I love just the absolute joke calls that are just so funny. So
Yeah.
something like we've only done I think 3 episodes, but it's been super fun. But moving on, let's go to Lyndon Wood in the Hood. Lyndon Wood in the Hood. I don't know.
I feel like there's a joke that we're missing out on here.
Like I said that twice because I was trying to like
put piece it together.
Okay, I'm scrolling up even more, and there's people saying "What's up, Lyndon Hood?" So maybe someone named Lyndon Hood is in the chat. I have absolutely no idea. If I'm missing something here, my apologies.
So pretty much everybody in the chat here seems to be they're more in tune with what's going on than we are, even, and we're the hosts here.
Yeah, like, jeez, you can tell we're veterans. Like they're talking about it right now. He's the Tyler Seguin look-alike.
How you doing?
I got no idea. I got absolutely no idea. You know what? I don't know who Lyndon Hood is, but shout outs to Lyndon Hood.
Now we're just getting roasted by Isha, one of our I just call him our boss at THPN here. How are you guys Flames fans? Yeah, don't know Wood from the Hood.
Yeah, like what an impression I'm making, right? Like
right.
Me and Audie just joined like a month ago, and making a bad impression. He's the biggest Flames fan on social media. Oh, jeez, I gotta find this guy.
Yeah, how are we not in tune with this dude?
Huh?
What?
Am I missing something?
Isha, what's the ad on Twitter?
Is it BC Wood 13? Is that who you're talking about? Because that's the only Lyndon I know.
It's the only Lyndon I'm seeing, yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, okay, it's that guy. Okay. I guess he's a legend. I didn't know about this.
All right, well, I am apparently saucing him a follow, so
yeah, I guess he's a legend.
He's a legend, unaware.
Yeah. I was unaware.
You gotta it's gotta get in touch with the legends, right?
Yeah, like what a stream.
I mean, just like off the thing alone and knowing where Isha is, I feel like this is a BC Flames thing.
Yeah, like we have technical issues. Well, I have technical issues now. I don't know who Lyndon is. Like, what a stream, man! What a stream.
It's all right. You're the youngin here. I think it's more reflective on me even being like, because I'm like what 5 years older than you. I think.
Yeah, I'm just a little baby.
You're just a baby.
Just a little guy. Yeah, I know nothing.
I had to laugh at this comment earlier though, and I agree to it definitely or agree with it to a point. Mark Foster chiming in, anybody but Boston.
What? What's the Boston hate, man?
Dude, Brad Marchand crying after losing to St. Louis in what was that, 2019? That was my phone
2019.
wallpaper for about 3 weeks. that gave me life, man.
That's fair. I mean, I love Brad Marchand because he plays such a similar game to Matthew Tkachuk, right? Like,
Mhm.
I love those guys that absolutely just piss off everyone. They're
Yeah.
incredible. And
I
you have,
definitely wasn't as much of a fan of him earlier, just for like some like
yeah,
the slew
like,
footing or like the licking, that kind of stuff. But
yeah, okay,
you know,
yeah,
like clean
that's
that
fair.
up, and like you said, is a comparable to Matthew Tkachuk, and yeah, he's an amazing player in that kind of thing, right? So,
Yeah.
but
But I mean, they have David Pasternak, they have Charlie McAvoy, like they have some pieces that I really like.
mhm.
But and Patrice Bergeron, like that guy is just so incredible. And we'll see. I mean, they might be getting Tuukka Rask back. He's
Yeah,
practicing
he
with the
or
Bruins.
at their facility at least. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that. I feel like for that there was always kind of like an inside thing of like, yeah, once you're healthy, we'll re-sign you, kind of thing. So
Yeah. But what do they do in net? Because they gave Allmark a huge contract. They have Jeremy Swayman. Like, are you gonna send Swayman back down? I guess. I don't know.
maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. It'll be
Or
interesting to see what happens there.
do you hold three goalies? But anyway, since we're doing a Toronto stream, I guess if there's any Toronto fans, they will not want us to continue talking about Boston. So
Oh, what, they don't want to hear about Game 7? And what year do you want to talk about?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. But here we have a new comment. Hall of Famer Lyndon, since you guys are using government names.
Okay, I'm definitely hopping on a call with Isha after this and getting this full story. Like, I got to know about
Yeah,
this stuff.
I got no idea what's going on, man. I was like, when he said Lyndon the first time, I immediately thought of Lyndon Vay. Like, if you
I
remember
thought
him,
Trevor Linden, and I'm like, wait,
yeah,
we have
like,
nothing Vancouver really going on otherwise or that.
yeah.
Like,
I was like, okay, Lyndon Vay, he did play in Calgary. Maybe somebody thinks he's still playing in Calgary. Like, I don't know, man. But I was definitely wrong. But let's talk about the game so far, like super quick. I mean, it's been very fast paced.
yeah, for
We
sure has
have
been.
Blake Coleman's been good. I mean, I should be watching it more. I've been watching the chat more than more than the game, which for a stream about the game, that's not ideal. But we just give a shout out to Jerome McGinley, who
Yes,
is
good
in
Iggy.
attendance. Will be getting inducted on Monday. It's pretty cool. Those, like, I can't get enough of those Hall of Fame patches on the jerseys. I
Yeah,
want
they're
one.
so nice. We got a buddy Chris who's I don't know. I feel like he needs to order the white Flames jersey now with the Hall of Fame patch.
Like those, I'm just going back to Chris's comment because I saw he was in here and he said, "There's patches. There's patches." He's so excited. But I I kind of want a Jerome McGinley jersey with that patch on because that would be incredible.
Oh
We'll see.
yeah.
I don't know if they're available or not. We'll see. There we
I
go.
forgot that
Lyndon.
Flame made a quick stop with Calgary. I forgot about that, honestly.
It's like there's so many former Vancouver Canucks that become Flames, and then
Right?
the other way around. It's like it's so funny. Like
Yeah.
trying to think here about a Flame that went like Sven Berchi, although they traded for him, but like all these former high picks that just don't work out, and then they go to the other team and also still don't work
Don't
out.
work
It's
out.
funny. It's funny, man.
I was gonna say, even like the two biggest, most recent move overs, I guess, would have been Jacob Markstrom and Chris Tanev, who, I mean, they were
Yeah,
working out wonderfully, I thought, in Vancouver as well, but have definitely been working out in Calgary, to the point that like Calgary Flames fans were thinking that Tanev might even get the C this year.
absolutely. And like if you know me on Twitter, you know I'm a huge analytics guy, and like Chris Tanev's charts, his metrics last year were so fantastic. Like,
So good.
like that's another one where like they signed him and everybody's like, what are you doing? This is a
Yeah.
declining defensive defenseman. He's over the age of 30. Like, this contract's going to age horribly. And like that was fair because he was very average in his last couple years in Vancouver, and then he comes over and he's flipping fantastic. So that's one thing where, like, similar to Eric Goodbranson, right? Like, analytics tell you a lot of things, I think, for players on your own team, but you can't. How do I say this properly? Like, player switching teams, you never know what you're going to get, I guess. And I think I think we might have lost Nate. He's sitting there frozen on my screen. I don't know about anybody else, but we'll see. Chris Tanev's unreal. Yep. Oh, oh,
There we go.
there he is. He's back. I was talking to myself there briefly because I thought you were still in here, and then I was like, he's not. He's not responding. I think he's gone.
There we go. Got it all back.
There we go. Perfect.
We got Isha chiming in with the
Let's.
Calgary Canucks, which I
Yep.
believe is
I mean,
actually a team, right? In
that
Calgary,
is
I believe
their
it's a
it's AJHL, I think. Like, I have a
yeah, I
couple
think so.
buddies that played for them. Like, that's huge in Calgary. So it's funny
Yeah.
when people make that joke because it's actually a team here. But there's a lot. Like, we took. I mean, the jokes were so funny because we took so many players from Vancouver last year.
Yeah.
Markstrom, Domingue, which was so funny, and then
Oh yeah,
Tanev and
right.
Josh Levo. Like, we just took their entire team.
Yeah.
But I had so many memes prepared if the Flames stole another Canuck this offseason,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
Uh yeah, Isha, it's junior A is the AJHL. So
Yeah, I can't remember if it's AJHL. I'll look it up here quick because I I want to say it's AJHL. Yeah, AJHL. Chris Tanev is unreal. I agree, and Lyndon Vey is a Canucks legend. Actually, it's true. I remember the hype around him, and then like, he's somebody
yeah.
that I just vaguely remember he was a Calgary Flame. Like, I don't remember how long or like if he even scored a goal with the team. I'm gonna look that up because
Pretty sure he did. I know he got a decent chance there at least.
let us see. We have is this Isha? That's Isha too, I
Yeah,
believe,
that's
right?
Isha.
Yeah.
Boys, I know the AJHL is junior A. Come on now.
Sorry,
We're just
boss.
quizzing you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oops. Sorry, boss. Don't fire me, please. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Lyndon Vey played 4 games with the Calgary Flames, and
Yeah.
then got sent down, and he had 55 points in 61 games with the Heat. So he actually like destroyed the AHL,
Yeah.
and then he
That's
went
why he looked so
overseas.
promising, right? Like,
Yeah, man, I can't believe that he was almost a point per game in the AHL that year, but
dang.
he went over to Russia and never came back. Alrighty, this game's been all right. Nothing going on. It's been
Yeah,
too
nothing.
crazy.
I mean, it's definitely been
Oh,
offensive. Like the last I'd seen.
oh my! Wow, what a save! Dan Vladar pulling his inner David Riddick against the Canucks. against the Leafs.
Against the
Jeez.
Leafs.
Been talking about the Canucks so much. What am I doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how
Oh,
did we
dear.
even get on that? Was it just because of Lyndon Bay and it was Lyndon
think
Bay
it's
and Chris Tanev, and that's we got
Yeah.
started talking about the Canucks.
yeah. It happens, man. I mean, if
Yeah.
you listen to, I think either of our podcasts, you know that it's we just go tangent and then like we just start talking about.
Oh, pretty
Like,
much, yeah.
Like I think our podcast we talked about pasta for like 20 minutes. Like just I don't know, man. It's fun. It's
Okay,
wild.
well, I guess to kind of go back a little bit to Toronto talk, but maybe not at the same time. We got Richie here chiming in from the Sporty with Corey and Richie show, the Arizona podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Austin Matthews comes home in 2024. Oh man,
Like
he's been going on this for a while. That would
be,
that would blow so many people's minds. I think if that actually happened.
if you want to save the Arizona Coyotes and like kickstart their franchise, that's how you do it. Because
Yeah.
if they're gonna rebuild here for the next 3 years, probably like they're gonna have some super elite prospects coming up. You add Austin Matthews, that would be insane.
Mm-hmm.
And by all projections, they're not going to be spending cap space by then. Like they're going to have money.
Yeah.
And Toronto, in my opinion, did not do a good job re-signing Austin Matthews because they just took him right to free agency. You could have given him a bridge. You could have gone the full 8 years. And like they signed him early too. Like it's not like it was a contract that needed to be signed or anything. It was basically just Kyle Dubas saying, "Hey Austin, have all of the money and it'll take you right to free agency."
Have all of
And
the money.
like I don't know, we'll see. That'd be incredible, man. That'd be cool. And Leafs fans would be absolutely livid and it would be so funny.
Yeah. Matthews is already sick of playing in Toronto. Maybe he's just sick of the dress code because it sounds like the Maple Leafs put that back into place again.
Yeah, okay, can we talk about that? Because
Who's the guy who wore a t-shirt and ruined it for everybody? There's always that one person that has to ruin it for everybody, right?
Like I want to know. Like I have no problem with relaxing the dress code because I have no issues with what a player does before the game or after the game.
Exactly.
Like I don't care if they come in wearing a t-shirt and shorts. Like that's what I would do, right? Like whatever.
Like,
but
I feel like it'll happen. Like we're getting a start of it for sure with Arizona, but like it'll become a full-fledged thing in a couple years for sure. So
yeah, like
I mean, like you know that I'm a big lacrosse guy as well, James, and like watching the PLL over the last few seasons as well. Like those guys have fun with dressing up in that before games and whatnot, and it's kind of cool to see the social media before all the games, like what guys are wearing and stuff like that. And it's a little bit different too, with that being like a summertime sport. The guys are wearing like these crazy like floral shirts or whatnot that you'd expect to see like from a Hawaiian gift shop or that, but they're just rocking it and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
that's the kind of the stuff that I want to see, right? So
yeah, and Austin Matthews is a huge, I don't want to say fashion icon, but like he loves he loves fashion and he loves kind of straying away from the norm. And if Toronto is going to keep, like he could stay in Toronto and that'll help him market himself tremendously. Like his sponsorship deals, I don't even want to know how much he makes from sponsorships. Like it's probably
ridiculous amount.
He's friends with Justin Bieber. Like it's awesome. But if he wants to just like get out of the spotlight in how long is 2024? Like 3 years if he's kind of tired of it and he says
it's only 3 years away. Jesus.
That's crazy. Like I feel like they just re-signed him. And that's why it's so dumb they took him right to free agency. But anyway.
Yeah.
If he says, "Hey, I'm kind of tired of the Toronto market. I'm tired of being in the spotlight. I just want to wear baggy pants and a smiley face t-shirt and live in the sun," then
yeah. And might I add, And might I add to that, because I'm a Jersey nut as well. One of the nicest jerseys in the NHL now in that Kachina.
Mm-hmm.
I love that jersey. My whole thought, honestly, was like, hopefully now with it being the full-time jersey and like a white one in there now, I can finally get my hands on one, because it seems like as soon as they're available, they're gone in my size. Like,
Yeah, they're
like I haven't had a
such
chance. Like,
such a nice jersey, man. So nice.
yeah.
I'm like, it's going to be a hard couple of years in Arizona, but they're doing the right thing by rebuilding, in my opinion. But bringing back the
Mhm.
Kachinas, thank you
Yes,
so
that
much.
was a solid first move to go for. There's been a
Oh
few
yeah,
teams lately going back to like old looks and whatnot. So like Calgary included, right? So which honestly that was a great move.
oh
I wasn't even a thought during, the 80s and early 90s, but I loved this look as soon as the idea was coming up that they were going to bring it back. I was like, yes, give it to me so much. So
I love it.
so I think
Just
more impressive than anything, I think is the Flames actually taking care of the Maple Leafs power play here. Like that's a ridiculous power play that they have going on. Like,
yeah, Toronto's stacked, and I mean, you would hope they would be stacked because they're spending $40 million on 4 players. But
yeah, 4 players, 3 players, one of those.
yeah, it's like catch. You got, I don't know. Seems like apparently Johnny Gaudreau was being a goon. I didn't.
Yeah, he went to the box there.
Oh, and Matthew
I follow
Tkachuk, of course.
Yeah, I follow that account, like the parody Johnny Gaudreau account, and I have notifications on specifically for that one. Like, there's not too many Twitter accounts that I have notifications for, but so that one popped up just like on my phone here, and it's like, oh, so this is what the inside of the penalty box looks like.
I love it. I love it. That's hilarious. Oh man,
James, when was the last
I'm
time
just.
you sat on the inside of a penalty box?
Oh man. Um. Oh, that's a good question. Like, I haven't played hockey in a long time. I haven't played soccer in a long time. Like, it would probably be around like 4 years ago, maybe
4
5,
years ago? Okay.
something like that. How about you?
I think it's been like 10 years for me because I play goalie. I don't have to serve my
Oh yeah,
penalty.
yeah. You can just like sucker punch somebody in the face, and then your teammate goes for it. It's awesome.
That's not to say I haven't taken penalties though. I am definitely uh not innocent in that respect.
Are you the Jordan Bennington of lacrosse? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I'm not gonna fake a guy out. I'll actually do something about it.
So yeah,
On
so
our,
more
yeah,
of a Ron
I think
Hextall then.
this was a couple episodes ago because we were talking about that. Who was the last team that he did that to? Is Colorado with like the whole
Colorado, yeah.
Kadri thing or whatever. And I was saying, I was like Anaheim ever like when you guys play or like play St. Louis or whatever. Uh, if you'd like, I'll sign a amateur tryout. We'll make something that the e-bug me has to go in, just to fight Jordan Bennington, just for somebody to give him the fight that he wants. I'm like, I'll do it.
Yeah, he's somebody that I want to punch in the face like a lot. It was so funny. Like the last time the Blues were in Calgary in like 2018 or 2019 or whatever, this guy sitting next to me in the dome is just trash talking Bennington the entire time. I guess like the guy was in Toronto and Bennington and him were at the same bar or something, and Bennington did something, so the guy absolutely despises him.
Oh,
The entire
jeez.
the entire game he's He's trashing Binnington.
Just
He's
roasted him.
and like he was loud. Like I'm sure the entire arena could hear him. Like people were getting pissed off. People were turning around. They were like, shut up. And so, it was so funny. It was so good. That's the most fun I've had at the Saddle Dome. Like I'm just sitting there with this guy. He's just like Binnington, and I'm not even gonna like repeat some of the things he said.
Yeah, not quite PG-13.
No, not suitable for a YouTube live stream. That's for sure.
Oh, I did just see that Ovechkin passed Hull for 4th place.
No way.
I think he's gonna do it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's gonna do it. I think more the question is he gonna do it on this 5-year contract, or is he gonna be signing 1 year after this? But
yeah,
I don't know. Do you think it happens like in the next 5 years?
He has to. Like
Yeah,
he absolutely has to. It'd be awesome. I want that for the league so bad.
yeah.
Because
Just to have that kind of a celebration, right? Like that everybody can get on board with.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be awesome.
He's just saying he's going to do it this season. You know what? I would be impressed. Yeah, two goals per game pace. I mean, yeah, doing the math. That's not sustainable, but he 100%.
Yeah, maybe he does do it this season.
The math checks out.
Ties it this year. Yeah. Just he absolutely goes on a tear. he just
that's analytics, James.
I love it. It is a type, that's for sure.
Man, you have just been getting roasted today as well. It's been kind of entertaining because like when I had first shared that I was going to be doing this live stream tonight, I wasn't we weren't sure with your schedule if you were going to be able to hop on yet. And so I was like, another Flames analyst might hop on with me. And your co-host Audie there was just like another like a Flames analyst. Like you're being way too kind on that.
Yeah. That's so funny. I love getting roasted. I absolutely love it. So keep it up, chat. Just I don't know, make fun of my face, make fun of I don't know. I don't care. Keep it going. It's entertaining. I love it. But and you know what? I kind of deserve it because my workout went a little late, and then I was like scrambling to get on here, and I had audio issues and like everything. So you know what? I deserve it. But love you too, Isha.
Well, I did just have a wrap up on the first period there. Shots were 13-10 for the Maple Leafs. Flames went on a little bit of a tear there at the end.
They did.
So
that was good. I think based on I should probably watch the second and thirds a little bit more than I did. I'm like sitting here watching the chat, but
everyone's just enjoying our talk as they're watching the game more than anything.
Yeah, pretty much. But the highlights so far are Joe McGinley being in the building.
Yeah.
Dan Vladar looked quite good from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Nylander looked pretty good. He just missed a wide open net there on a breakaway. But yeah, we'll see. If you want, I can pull up the real analytics for Isha and absolutely blow him away with all these numbers.
Sure, let's do it.
He's gonna love it.
Well, while you're pulling that up, I can feel the space here. I got a cool Joe McGinley story, who we want. Like we're like 95% sure it was Joe McGinley. So my aunt grew up in Calgary, and that was a massive Flames fan as well. And I think it was just like she was at the grocery store that happened to. It was like she dropped something or whatever. Anyway, this guy comes over and helps her pick this thing up, and she's like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "Yeah, no problem," and just kind of walks off. And then she's like, "I kind of did a double take." I was like, "Is that Jerome McGinley?" I just like didn't realize for a split second. I kind of did the same thing. I for lacrosse they have the junior combine, and it was hosted at the Saddle Dome for the Southern Alberta. And
Hi,
hi, Mr. Johnson.
this is okay. That's great. Thanks. I'm sitting here and I'm watching him walk by. I'm like, don't come in the screen. Don't come in the screen. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, but yeah. So sorry. This the combine's hosted at the Saddle Dome, which that was cool to get to play there, and but they did have a few of the Flames just kind of around or whatnot. And I was just asking the one security guy, I think, just if there was like a water fountain to fill up my water bottle, because the sinks in the dressing rooms were so shallow that you couldn't put like a Gatorade bottle underneath it or that kind of thing. So I was like just trying to find somewhere to fill my water. And this guy walks past, and I was like, I totally recognize him, but like, why can't I place it right now? And then I think it was like partway through the game, honestly, that I was like trying to play. I'm like, that was Mark Giordano.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
So
that's cool.
But I was just like, man, if only I had taken advantage of that for a split second, like, and I kind of realized. But
oh man, well, I will. I'll jump in here with the numbers just for Isha.
Yeah, what do we got?
Just for Isha. So the Flames had a Corsi for of 46.51%. So in terms of chances, Toronto had a better chances, but in terms of high danger chances, Calgary had 80%. So that's unusual. That's actually a common
that's pretty
theme
high for them, actually.
like that's a common theme for Toronto is they're always going to be beating you in like chances for, but they're not going to get high danger chances or score. I don't know. Mm-hmm. They have the puck a lot, but they just don't do anything with it. And I don't know, man. But Calgary and Toronto were basically tied for expected goals. That's fine.
Nice.
As for forward lines, the Dylan Dubé, Michael Backlund, Trevor Lewis line was Calgary's best line in terms of both expected goals and chances for, followed by the Mangiapane, Monahan, and Coleman line. And it was a rough period for Calgary's top line, apparently, which I was hoping that would change because they had an awful game against Montreal yesterday, but we'll see. It's only one period, so that is all the numbers just for you, Isha. Just for you.
Oh. Let's see if we can get like an intermission question going early about how long we think it's going to take for him to get it. If you're still in the chat here, like throw in how many years it takes for him to beat this record.
Yeah, well, that's fun. Yeah. Let's say...
Let's get the conversation going here.
Yeah. I'll start it off with, I don't know. What's he at right now? 735?
Something
740 like now. But I'm going to say, including this season, I'll say like 3.5 to 4. Like
3.5 years, yeah.
I'll give a specific date, like March of 2024, just because.
I like it.
Why not?
Yeah, I can see him doing it in 4 years. I at least see him doing it before this contract's out.
Yeah.
Now I'm just more curious on if he's actually going to do what he says he'll do if he beats the record. Because I think was it last year he was asked about it, like what he would do, and he's like, I just skate off the ice. I just be done.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did. Oh, excuse me.
That's crazy.
That'd be hilarious though. Like just like, oh, who was that player? It was a couple of years ago. I don't even remember what team it was or anything like that. I just remember seeing this highlight though from overtime. Guy scores from like at the bottom of the circles, kind of like on a one-timer across, and just goes straight to the door that's in the corner. Like to leave the ice. He just walked off basically.
Can't remember who that was.
But like, do you remember what I'm talking about? At least like that highlight. Like, I don't remember who it was or anything, but it was just great. It's just like, yeah, I'm done. See ya. I ended this. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like it was? Why do I feel like it was Johansson in Nashville?
Yeah, now that you
I don't
say
know
that,
why, but
I think you're correct. He just
yeah.
like scored and walked off. He's like, all right, cool.
I'm so glad I can remember that stuff, but like I can't remember stuff for school whatsoever.
Oh man.
Like, yeah, I remember the time that somebody scored and just walked off the ice, but I can't tell you whatever.
Now I gotta ask Nate, is that apple juice or is that
It's
beer?
not apple juice, buddy.
I
No.
like it. I like it.
I I specifically I'm not normally a beer drinker, to be honest with you,
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
I I got a case of Bud just to watch Flames games so I could feel like I'm at the Dome. That's literally the
Yeah.
only reason I got it. So I'm like, normally we'll just have one or that kind of thing, but I'm just like just to enjoy it. And it got to the point that that last game we were at, I'm like, do I just take a couple of these cups to take home? Honestly, like the dinky plastic cups. I'm like, just to feel like I'm there.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's a lot better than the Saddle Dome beers, that's for sure. Because they
Yeah.
are not great.
Oh, I love the Saddle Dome beers. They're
What?
better than what you buy at the store. 100%.
Are you okay? I actually
I'm
have to
okay.
ask
Yeah.
right now. Are you okay?
They're so much better. How can you say they're not?
I mean, they're better in terms of getting you absolutely like hammered after two.
So even Isha knows it. Like, oh, and Isha, I'm
Just
sure James knows about this though.
yeah,
that's,
if you
that's the origin of the Dare Sut, if I'm not
yeah, if you
mistaken. Those
like
guys,
yeah,
it's
absolutely
true
like
though.
they taste like absolute shit. But
Okay, but are you
they're
getting like the normal or are you getting Bud Light?
I'm getting
Okay.
Budweiser. Yeah. But I mean they in terms of just getting you completely wasted after three, it's perfect.
Oh yeah,
Like
it 100% works.
I don't know
There's a
how
couple
many I had
different.
on I
Sorry,
don't
go
know how many I had on like Saturday, but if you saw my Twitter feed,
ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Isha, I feel like you could host a podcast. Like, I don't know if you want to put it on any of the networks or that, but I feel like you could just tell stories, honestly, of like the crazy stuff that you've done. The amount of stuff that I've heard about, man. Like,
pull,
oh,
pull this buddy trying to climb over the glass.
well, there's some
Oh
story
my
that
god!
I was told as well of like Isha hopping up on stage with somebody. Like, he just rushed the stage and jumped up.
What? What?
Oh, but yeah, there's definitely a couple different urban legends to the dome foam and yeah, the 80s Olympic pipes, right? Just like the idea is that there's all that fermented, like the fermented alcohol in them, and that's what hits it so much. But I mean, if that is the actual case, though, man, I'm going to miss the Saddle Dome once we get that new building.
That's so funny. Like, yeah, I mean, for $10 a piece, I think they're like 11.75 or something. Like, it's a good deal in terms of just getting you absolutely
Yeah,
gone.
actually, I think they're cheaper than a highball. I think they're actually like $9.75.
Maybe they were overcharging me. I don't know, man.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Like, oh, we're gonna take advantage of this dude.
I mean, to be frank, I don't remember much. So let's just leave it at that. But I used to stage hop at concerts in high school. What?
Oh, so there's more than just one band that you did that to, Isha. Okay.
What? Would you not get like kicked out of whatever arena or
I feel
like
I feel I
bar?
feel like it depends on the venue and depends on the band.
I guess that's fair. And I wanna know more about that.
Yeah. But I did also make sure to have like my Flames glass here, so
Perfect. I wish I thought that through. Like I said, I should have been way more prepared because I lost track of time and now. But it's okay.
Well, they just showed sorry, they're talking to Joe McGinley here. I don't have the volume on though, but they just showed his first goal of his career there, so against Chicago in the playoffs. We're at number 24 with the beautiful white pedestal jersey. Man, I love those jerseys. I know a whole lot of people don't. You can't see it here, but I do have one hanging up just around the corner by the door here. And man, I love those jerseys.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything because I absolutely despise those jerseys. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. We'll see. Yeah. Let's move on back to Isha because I'm just reading this chat, man. What?
10 bans, and sometimes we got kicked out. Sometimes my friends got kicked out. Nice day and fought off security hitting the mosh pit.
This guy's a legend, man.
Oh man.
My respect for Isha has gone up like 1,000,000%. What a legend.
Oh,
I love this. I want to frame this comment here. Ginla is one of the greatest players.
So true. So true, man. Him and I throw Matt Sundin up there as well.
Yep.
As like those great players that never got a chance, unfortunately.
Totally blanking on the guy from LA who was phenomenal for so many years and never won. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm blanking on his name. Played in the 80s or something. I totally forget. But anyway, yeah.
I was going to say Kelly Rudy. Plays broadcasting legend.
Yeah. I mean, him too. But
actually, where is he here? Yeah, I got an old school card of him here, actually.
No way. There you
so
go.
Yeah, this was 93.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, good old Premier card. I've never even heard of that company before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that came in with something I bought actually. They're like, yeah, we throw in an old school hockey card in there too. So I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
His his nephew lives beside my cousins actually in Medicine Hat. So
no way.
But
that's awesome.
He came to speak at my high school at one point too. So
he did. That's cool. He's such a cool guy, man.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy.
Like, we're so lucky to have him on the Flames broadcast. So cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's catch up here. We have more Lindenwood comments. I still.
I'm so confused. Isha, I'm calling you after this to get this figured out because I want to know this story.
I have no idea. And then Isha again says, I lived in Calgary for 3 years from 18 to 21. I can't even imagine how many stories you have, man.
I am seeing this in the comments.
I could say the same.
Yeah, I am seeing this in the comments from Josh and Isha here who are giving their thanks in the comments. But the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel hitting 400 subscribers just a few seconds ago. Thank you so much for the support. Obviously, we can't do this stuff without you guys, right? You guys tuning in and watching all the content from across the network and across the leagues. So thank you very much for doing this. So because I mean, we don't even have jobs unless there is the network, really. So we get like opportunities like this. So that's awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for the 400 subs.
Absolutely unreal. That's cool.
It's awesome. I love it.
I'd like to think that it's just because of us. Like we got like 300 subs just tonight, and like it's all of us, not Josh or Isha or anybody else. You know who's
none of their hard work. It's purely James and I just talking about the Canucks on a Flames Leafs broadcast.
Yeah, it's all us, right? Like we're the main reason. Yeah, we're
100%.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's us talking about the Canucks and dome foam. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We talked about a team before the Canucks too. I can't even remember now. We talked about the Canucks and then the Coyotes and then
Yeah.
the dome foams. It's like, come join us for more Flames and Leafs content. Absolutely nothing. I love it. Oh, here we go. We got them 3 subs.
Perfect.
So, I mean, that's so much. We're pulling. We're absolutely carrying this YouTube channel right now.
100%. Yeah. More subs in a period than I got on my my OnlyFans in a year.
Oh man!
Totally kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans. Please don't try to search that up.
I was like,
I okay. So Isha, I definitely have heard the name Heroin Beers before as well. But I've heard both pretty evenly, honestly, of like dome foam and the Heroin Beers. So, but either way, those things are good, and out of the can does not 100% get that, but it's pretty close. So I got this one pod saying one of them was me.
I mean,
thanks. Thank you.
Oh dear. Oh wow.
You 100% house one. It's just me showing off jerseys. That's all it is. Like what you see behind you is just that. This is just like the free. You gotta sign up to see the rest of the collection.
Yeah. You want to see the pedestal?
Yeah, exactly. If you want to see the pedestal, yeah, $2.99 a month. It's great value. I promise.
That's awesome. That's hilarious.
So what about saying jerseys, like quote unquote? Oh, all right. We got the second period going on here.
Yes, we do. I'm just tweeting out that
starting on the power play. Crap. I forgot about that.
Just tweeting out that we're talking about dome foams because we're gonna get like 25 new viewers just because of that.
Just because of that, yeah.
Because everybody suddenly thinks I'm this massive drunk who just I literally developed like an entire personality for myself online in one night because
that was hilarious.
That was hilarious, man. Oh.
I was like just seeing those posts come in live, and I'm like, oh man, no. I'm like, my poor innocent boy.
I have nothing to say except
except Darsud.
Darsud, baby.
Darsud, baby.
I went through and like read the comments after. I was like, wow. Like I was everywhere. I was replying to media members. I was rating
Who
people's
did you
accounts.
get for that?
You know, Rick Dollywall in Vancouver.
Oh my god, seriously?
Like I responded to him like 4 times because like if you know him, he's got like tons of like he drunk tweets every now and then. Like every now and then he'll just tweet out like B and stuff. So, like, and he went through and liked all the tweets too, so he definitely read them. Like I'm like, oh dear, that's Rick. Yeah, that's right, Rick Dollywall, absolute legend. I love that guy. He's so funny. Oh, we got an absolute legend. We have Chris back. What's up, Chris? The Jersey man.
I was to say we were talking jerseys and Chris appears.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens, eh?
There's I can't remember the handle right now, but like the Talbsy account on Twitter or whatever will just say Chris, like not even tag him, and he just shows up.
Yeah. It's so funny.
I had to try it one time as well, and it was like, and sure enough, he popped up. Yeah, there we go.
Jerseys, yeah.
I feel like Chris and I have to do a count of like how many jerseys we have and see who has more. I feel
You
like he's
guys
beating
have
me
to.
in like the hockey jersey department, but if we're talking like overall like whatever sport, I feel
Yeah.
like we gotta do a count and see who has more actually. Because
I want to see that.
I think over that'd be hockey, lacrosse, my own and other ones. Like my game warrants, I mean. Baseball and football, I gotta be like mid 80s, I think now. So
Oof.
yeah.
Ooh. Chris
I got
says he's in the process of photographing his entire collection. I'm excited.
Ooh, nice.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, me as well. He's got some beautiful jerseys there.
Oh yeah. And
You got Flash chiming in. I'm here, you Brussels sprouts.
I'm just sitting here. I'm about to talk about something else. I just saw that. I just saw that, and I couldn't say anything else. I was flabbergasted. I was like, "What?" I'm sorry,
dude. I was seeing that sound go around on TikTok, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like Big Mouth characters, but I'm like, I don't remember what episode that was. And I didn't realize that the new season had dropped. And I watched the first episode the other night, killing myself laughing over it. I love that show. And I'm like, oh, there it is. There's the line. My girlfriend though hates that show. Like she was like I forced her to watch that first episode the other night, and she was like, I have never hated 30 minutes of my life more than this.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody, that's for sure.
No, it's 100% not. Like my humor can definitely be out there. I'll put it that way. But I remember watching that show for the first time, like when it was first released. And I actually was like, I was shocked at some of the jokes that they were going for. I was like, holy crap, all right.
Yeah, okay, like I was so like, I think the first time I heard about it, my sister was just like playing it in front of the entire family. Like,
oh my God.
I don't think she thought it was the show. She thought it was like, you know, like 20 minutes. My mom's like, turn it off. You know, like it was so fun. But
got through 20 minutes of it. That's impressive, actually.
So funny. That show, like I'm embarrassed to say I've seen it all. Like it's so funny,
so hilarious,
so good. But I just noticed that Podcast Mom is also in here, so just shout outs to Lindsay, Podcast Mom. We will be recording soon, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe soon. Who knows?
But I was gonna say, like even Carter and I from the Quack Report have had like a little bit of a break. Like we had pre-recorded a couple episodes, talking with like Richie from Sporty with Corey and Richie, and we like to talk music on there as well. So we did like a full Avenged Sevenfold episode, and but then we were supposed to do one the other night, and just some personal stuff came up, and I'm just like, man, I haven't done a show in like a week and a half.
Yeah, like obviously me and Audie are both extremely busy. Audie especially, like he has so much going on. But it's like
he travels with the Dragons, right?
He does, and he's got so much things. But we will be back hopefully soon. But let's catch up with the chat here, because while I'm blabbing my mouth off, the chat is going off. Flash is awesome, says Isha. I agree. Flash is a legend. It was awesome meeting him in person. Me and you both met him in person during the preseason.
Flash, yeah. I also went for lunch with him. I think it was about a week later as well, because he also goes to the university with me. Nice. So we had met up for a quick bite or whatever. Had some Had some of the mac and cheese bites. Those things are good, man.
Ooh, fancy.
So good.
Fancy.
Okay, now I
Oh,
want to pull this one up specifically though, because we're talking Big Mouth, and I read this in the one, why can't I remember that monster's name? But just like that one monster that always like ends everything in baby. I just read that instantly in that monster's voice. Like,
yeah.
Okay, can I get it? I try to dabble a little bit in voices. Some are decent, some aren't that great. I will be 100% honest with that. So like, if feel free to call me out if it's totally trash. But oh man, how look, Nicole, baby, what you gonna do?
That's pretty good. That was actually pretty good. I'll give you cred. It's a lot better than I could do. That's for sure.
Oh man.
We have Hungus Wood, who says he broke his phone. That's too bad.
Oh no.
I don't know how you're in the stream right now, but I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Leafs are back on the power play. I missed what it was for, honestly, but I'm sure it was something stupid because the Chris Weidman effect is still in effect. Just for everybody unaware, it's still in effect.
Marner was on a breakaway, and I don't know who stopped him, but I think Marner was probably going to score. So it was actually a good penalty to take. You know those good penalties.
Yeah, those good penalties. Yeah.
But Isha's asking Lethbridge Uni.
Yes, that is correct, Isha. The good old U of L, where they
U of L, baby.
Yeah, where they're famous for urban markets selling medium rare chicken. God, it's so bad. And it hasn't just been like a 1 or 2 time thing. Like it's become a meme there, basically.
Yeah.
We got Andrew chiming in here with a 5-4 overtime Leafs win. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
I like that.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't like that from a player's perspective, but like that sounds like a decent game. That'd be a lot of scoring here in the next little bit, though.
I was gonna say it's been. I don't know if you're gonna get to 5-4, but we'll see. That'd be awesome, man. We haven't had much to talk about with this game because, well, the score is 0-0. Which,
okay, but though, actually, okay. I think I figured out actually why Dan Vladar. That's total sidetrack. I think I figured out why Dan Vladar is starting this game.
Okay.
It's not just a David Riddick thing. It's the Leafs versus backup goalies.
Yeah.
So Daryl Sutter's just like, yo, Vladar, you're pretty decent, and you're technically our backup. The Leafs hate backups. We're gonna play you.
David Ayres, anyone?
Yeah, I was gonna say if they can't score against the Zamboni driver, they're not gonna score against you.
Just had to throw some shade at any Leafs fans who are listening to this. If there's any.
Oh.
We have Isha says that's not what he said that U of Leth is famous for.
I mean, it's famous for a couple things, I'm pretty sure, but we'll stick with the medium rare chicken there.
Yeah, like I've heard some interesting things. But Andrew says, "Tell me about yourselves." So.
Okay, a little introduction here, I guess we can do that, I guess, before we whenever we get a TV timeout here, I think we'll take one as well for a quick second. But we can totally do that. James, do you want to start off, or do you want me to?
It's up to you. I don't know.
Sure, go for it.
I can go. I'm James. I'm 20, which everybody laughs at because in all my group chats, I'm like this young little baby. But I like to think I'm pretty mature for a 20-year-old. But I'm just recently started a podcast with my co-host Audie James about 2 months ago. Joined the Hockey Podcast Network last month, which is super cool. And we've taken a little bit of a break here. I think we had like 2.5 months straight of like podcasts every week, but I'm in third year of university, so things are a little busy at the moment. So we've been taking a little bit of a break, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm big into hockey, always have been. Big analytics guy. I love my numbers and my charts. So
JJ's just as
JJ,
mature as our son.
yeah, yeah, and I definitely have my moments on Twitter. That's for sure. Oh
Oh
man,
man. All right. Well, I will tell you a little bit about myself after we hear from our friends over at DraftKings. How's that for suspense, eh?
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Nice.
The game is back, so we are back.
We are back, and go check out DraftKings promo code THPN. Go do it. It's fun.
It's good stuff.
Gamble. Gambling is fun.
Gambling
mean-
where it's legal, otherwise they have great daily fantasy options.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean that was fun. I like that music. I don't know who
Yeah.
made that, but that was fun. I liked it.
All right, we got a follow-up question for you, James, from Andrew, asking, "What's your favorite team?"
These bad boys.
The
Disappointingly,
good old Flames.
I been a Flames fan since the day I was born. It's my grandpa's been a season ticket holder for I don't know how many years, but he took me for years, and I developed a love for this team. And well, it's kind of disappointed me thus far, but we'll win one. We'll win one day.
One day. Oh man. Yeah, I guess my name is Nate. We didn't really do an introduction, I guess, at the start, so
No, we
this works
didn't.
out. My name is Nate. Yeah, I'm the host of the Quack Report here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Covers the Anaheim Ducks, but I've been a Flames fan first and foremost. But so I get a few I get a few looks for sure when I say I'm Flames and Ducks because of the show and everything like that. But yeah, Flames have always been the thing for pretty much always been the thing for me, I guess. More around 2003, I'd have been like 6 years old, I guess, kind of picking a team finally. But I was very well near a Leafs fan actually. So my grandma's partner at the time was a major Leafs fan. Pretty sure I had the same pajamas that John Tavares had and everything like that. So, but yeah, my stepdad was a massive Flames fan, and so was watching games with him, and it was cool. You know, at the start of my fandom at like 6 years old, my grandparents gave me a Blasty jersey with a Gimla on the back. That was my first one. I still have it hanging in my closet actually.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, watched that 04 run as a little kid. That was fun to do, and I just kind of got hooked on the team ever since. Like I remember even in like third grade, my friends were like, "Oh yeah, okay, you like hockey? Name off the Flames." And I'm like, "Yeah, here's the roster for you." So
Nice.
I just named off everybody. But yeah, I'm currently going to school at the University of Lethbridge.
Oh, I think we lost Nate again. He's frozen on my screen, so I will jump in here and take over until he comes back. But yeah, I'll just talk about my podcast because I didn't do that. But It is the Barn Burner Hockey Podcast. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts. We talk about a lot of Flames, but we also talk about other stuff. So, yeah, I will just keep talking here. We have the Soda Pod who said, already got my DraftKings picked in, locked in for tonight and for tomorrow's UFC. Love to see it. And we have Isha who said, I use daily fantasy for UFC and NHL. Awesome. Awesome possum. Andrew also says, oh, I think Nate is back. There he is.
See, we found with the Quack reports, whenever I start to monologue, that's when my Wi-Fi decides to cut on me.
Yeah. Don't worry, I interjected and started blabbing about nothing, so we're good.
Where was I at? Oh yeah, I'm taking a marketing degree at the U of L, and just big hockey and lacrosse guy, pretty much. So,
Nice.
Andrew asking where is that? Lethbridge, Alberta. So it's about 2 hours south of Calgary. So.
Yeah, it's very windy down there. That's pretty much all I know about Lethbridge.
That's for sure. I want to go to Chicago and just actually compare like the windy city to here, because like, dude, I'm over 200 pounds and I've had those winds almost blow me over. Like it's ridiculous. So
yeah, it's crazy. But
that was close.
I like this. Isha says he has a special place in his heart for the Flames. First live NHL games were there. Plus, I had season tickets to the Hitman Heroin Beers at Major Junior. How are you? I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to be a regular at the Hitman games for sure. Those were awesome, man. Those were fun.
I don't know if I've been to a Hitman game actually. I've been to like a couple Lethbridge Hurricanes games for sure, but I'm trying to remember if I went to a Hitman game or not.
Oh man, I got since we're in commercial break, I have a funny story about the Hitman if you want.
Yeah, so, what do we got?
My grandpa used to have tickets and they were right on the blue line and it was in the first row. So I'm just sitting there and me and my buddy, I don't know why we did this, but we used to just absolutely piss off the ref the entire game. Because you know how they stand right at the blue line?
Yeah.
So we would just be banging on the glass, just be distracting the entire time. And, you know, for the most part, they're pretty, you know, they try to stay focused and not get distracted. But this one guy, one time, he got so mad at us. He was like, he just like looks over and he tells us to F off and stuff. It's so funny, man. Like, I don't know why we did it, but we just, you know, we're just like looking at him, like trying to get his attention the entire time. We're banging on the glass.
Yeah.
So fun. He was pissed off too. Like, he was mad.
I've reffed lacrosse now for 9 years. And there was one game that I was doing. Normally it's played like for box lacrosse, it's played in like a hockey rink, right? Just with no ice. It's just like the concrete floor or whatever. But at this place, they had the boards, but not the glass. And it was just like netting pretty much. It was like a soccer center. And so you could hear everything coming from the stands because they're right there. And there's this one guy like in particular who was just like every time was saying something like every like minute or so. It eventually got to the point that like I'm still watching the play. I took the whistle off my hand and like held it out like through the net. I'm like, do you want it? I didn't hear anything for the rest of the game.
That's awesome. Oh man. Isha says Lethbridge is north of Calgary and is famous for moose. Yep.
Sure. We'll go with that. Isha, do you have a supply of dome foam to your house right now? Like,
yeah. Last time I checked, I don't think Lethbridge is north of Calgary, but yeah, well. And Connor says, I think Moose Jaw is famous for moose.
Yeah, and if you go up to Edmonton, they're famous for Bison Kings, apparently.
Oh, Oh man, Kachuk almost scored there. Close. Ooh, I like this comment from Shine. Shine says this Lucic, Pitlick, Richardson line is terrible. Why Sutter is having them out there against the Tavares line, and it's a good point, man. I mean,
it's not the first time he's pulled something like that either.
He loves to roll 4 lines, and he doesn't care who you're playing against, and
yeah,
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't love that he plays people like Milan Lucic and Brad Richardson against top end opponents, but I am a 20-year-old in my basement watching hockey, and Daryl Sutter is making $3 million, so I know nothing.
Can you find actually where, like, is there like a thing like Cap Friendly, I guess, for coaches and GMs?
There is, I think Cap Friendly actually has it.
Oh,
I don't know if they have. Okay. I don't know if they have Sutter's salary. I believe Pierre LeBrun tweeted out that it was like a 3-year deal at around $3 million, but I could be completely wrong.
Like $3 million per, or just overall?
Yeah, per.
Oh,
which
okay.
puts him like in the upper half, I would say, of coaches. You have like Elaine Vigneault, who's making $5 million for some reason, but
yeah,
most guys are around.
there.
Most guys are around like 2 to 4, and then you have like Rob Brendamore making 1.8 because Carolina's just built different.
And I mean, I guess if the guy wants to be there for you, right, doesn't care as much about the money.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how much money he made in his career, but I'm sure it's not a major concern for him. So
yeah, exactly.
He's chilling.
Yeah. Andrew, I'm 24. I'm just seeing that in here.
24.
Yeah. And SodaPod asking, how is this still a 0-0 game? 22 to 18 shots by two teams with firepower and no goals. One word, goaltenders. From what I've been seeing, Campbell and Vladar have been great, actually.
We really chose the best
nice
game
save there by
ever
Vladar. Yeah. it's purely just us just chatting, right? So
there's not much to talk about. I mean, other than Jerome McGinley and nice patches on the jersey and Dan Vladar, there's not much. Oh, dear.
So he's going to get killed on the 4.5 plus goal line bet I made on DraftKings. Oh,
I would have made that exact same bet. Like,
honestly, though,
I would have thought this would be a 4-3 game at least. Something, but yay.
Yeah. I do got to say, though, that this is a beautiful jersey matchup.
Yep. It is, with those patches especially.
Yeah, great. Just looks good.
But we have Isha here saying Markstrom is so hecking good, and
that is true.
This also confirms to me that he might be in one because Markstrom is not playing tonight.
Yeah.
But in general, Markstrom is
yes.
very good.
I picked him up.
We love him.
Yeah, I picked him up like late round picks in 2 of my 3 fantasy teams. Man, has it paid off.
Oh yeah.
Because so many people just weren't sure about him or that kind of thing. And I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'll take the chance. I need a goaltender. Why not? And it's like, yeah, four shutouts in 10 games. I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Elliot Friedman said, he predicted Markstrom for Vezina, and I was like, you know what?
I'll take that.
I can see it. Because Daryl Sutter teams are always good defensively, and we've seen that so far with the Flames. I think he's got like a 940 save percentage or something. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's something ridiculous.
Chris says, I need the patch. I agree, Chris. If you find the patch, give me one too.
Yeah.
And he just says in general, yes. So yeah, in general, Markstrom's fantastic.
Yes.
First Markstrom jersey in Calgary. I always say that because heck yeah. I love
that is. For some reason, just that name on a jersey just looks beautiful. Whether it was a Calgary jersey, a Vancouver jersey, hell, even a Florida jersey.
Yeah, it's so so beautiful. But he's also like kind of secretly considered like this team's captain. Like everybody loves him apparently, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But Isha says, I'm working, boys. I'm watching for game updates. That's awesome.
Isha, shots are 24-20 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The score is 0-0 for both teams. There's at least on my stream, 3:42 left in the second period.
Let's go. My back.
There we go. Markstrom lock for Team Sweden as the starter. I think so. Oh, having some issues with James here for a quick second. There we go. Now we got him back.
Am I back? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you were choppy there for a second. You weren't out for very long, at least.
Wow. And while I was gone, I just watched Vladar absolutely rob William Nylander. So that was wow. That was awesome. Andrew says, you guys in THPN never skip coming from anyone. You will read all of them. We try. We try to read all of the comments because we love our listeners, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I love the interaction. Like that's
awesome.
That's purely why like say for like the Quack Report, the show that I do, I'm the one who handles our Twitter and that kind of stuff. Carter's like, yeah, I'm fine with you guys doing it. So
nice.
Yeah, James on Lethbridge internet apparently.
I'm just checking my internet again and it's good. I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be. No, it's not the StreamYard. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm on Lethbridge internet, I guess.
Apparently. I'm trying to pull up here what Markstrom's numbers are looking at currently. He's got a 181 goals against average right now.
Wow.
I mean, like I know we're like what 10 games in or 12 games in kind of thing, but
that's still like very good.
Yeah. Markstrom, 11 games played, a 5-3-3 record, a 181 goals against, and a 935 save percentage.
Man, I love it.
Dang, I like it.
I love this.
There we go.
We both pulled up.
We both got control of it.
Yeah. We have Shine saying, I'm about to smash my TV, and if I see this Pitlick line out against the Matthews line one more time, holy fuck. Oh, that's so good. That's funny. Yeah, like, if you know me on Twitter, you know that I was not a fan of bringing in Daryl Sutter, but...
I just wasn't sure about him. Like, yeah, I liked the move. More than anything, I liked getting rid of Jeff Ward. Yeah. But okay, you know that meme where Mo throws out Barney and then Barney just shows up again behind him, like that Simpsons one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty much with myself and Jeff Ward. It was you toss Jeff Ward out as the Flames head coach, and then he's the power play coach for the Anaheim Ducks.
You just can't get rid of him, man.
I can't get rid of him. Like I straight up at first saw that sign and I was like, are you kidding me? But he's you know what? He's definitely a lot better as a power play coach. Like when he just has one thing to focus on rather than being there's some people, and we were talking about this on TQR as well. There's like an intangible almost that you need to have to be a decent, like a good head coach, I think. Yeah. And whatever it is, like it varies from person to person, but like Jeff Ward just didn't have it. So
yeah, I think he's a solid assistant coach.
Yeah.
By all reports, like he's the the nice coach, per se. But
nice block.
yeah. Aw, thank you, Andrew. Andrew says, "I like you guys. You were so good. I appreciate that." We had some issues on my end, but this is the first time doing this, and we're having fun.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
ooh, I like this question. Isha says, "What line should match against top line?" I mean, personally,
just not the Pitlick line.
yeah, pretty much. Like,
not your weakest line against John Tavares.
yeah,
with Nylander and was it Marner? I think. No, here we can take a look at the lineups here.
we can. What's our?
Yeah, Tavares, Marner, and Kerfoot. Yeah, you don't match Pitlick, Richardson, and Lucic against that. So yeah, you definitely do not. Got a couple seconds left in this period here. And that looks to be the end of the period. Shots 26-20 for the Maple Leafs. 100% a goaltending battle, I think. Looking good. Being a goalie, I don't mind these kind of games. All right. I think we're going to take a quick break here. Let our friends at DraftKings have a moment. Remember to sign up for DraftKings using promo code THPN. And we will be back in just a little bit here. Just trying to bring James back in here. But yeah, I thought that was it was still a fun second period, I think, as much as there wasn't the goals going on. Got a question here from Isha. Do you watch the game through a different lens as a goaltender yourself, Nate? Yeah, 100% I do. A little more trying to see what's going on overall in that, I guess, kind of from that perspective of like where things are coming from and that sort of thing. So, and like trying to see, I'm definitely more on side with the goaltenders for sure. If there's kind of a softie or something like that, definitely more in line with the goaltenders there.
Yeah, and I'll respond to this one. Eating crow on the Sutter take now, definitely. Definitely, because like by accident I came up with a nickname last year, which was Dino Daryl, and that kind of took off, and I kind of felt bad. And like, he's a good coach, and as someone that looks at analytics and everything, his teams are always good analytically. And yeah, I mean, I'm definitely eating crow so far. We'll see. But Andrew says Sutter needs to be awake and tell him how to play hockey. They can do it, but he's not showing his emotions. That is the Daryl Sutter way. He loves to Well, he doesn't really have emotions. His one emotion is anger, pretty much. Like the Sutters, that's their entire thing, right? They're not the happiest people in life. But by all reports, Daryl Sutter is a super nice human being. So we'll see. I think we lost Nate again, but we will wait for him to come back. And oh, there he is. He is back.
I'm gonna smash my computer here.
We'll talk a little bit
to come up to Calgary to do like a trade in. It just needs to get upgraded, really.
Yeah, that's fair. But we'll answer these final couple comments, and then we'll take a little break here and come back. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
So Isha says, I play defense when I play hockey, so I appreciate defensive D so much more than the average fan on the Wild. Heck yeah, I love Brody.
Yeah,
I was the same way. I played hockey and soccer growing up. I was always like the most defensive defenseman ever. Like I was not a fast runner or a fast skater, so I was always the last guy back. And I like defense is my favorite position as well. Like I love just watching all defense.
Mhm.
So and then Ish also said only Brandon Sutter shows emotion. Yeah,
Shows
pretty
emotion.
much.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Sutter way, man. They're not the.
No, they're not the most emotional people out there. Just the good old farm boys.
Oh yeah.
You would think as a goaltender I'd have been decent at defense. I was really only good at defense for soccer, like hockey or lacrosse. I was horrible for some reason. Like I played 1 year for the university, and they're like, "Yeah, let's try you on defense. Let's see how you do." Right? Like gave me the long pole, like the 6-foot one. God, it was horrible. It was not good. I did a few shifts, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not me.
That's awesome.
It sucked. I like when I played out for lacrosse more, I was definitely more like the playmaker kind of guy. My passing was good, so I could do that. But
Nice.
I think I maybe scored 7 goals before I became a full-time goalie kind of thing. So
There you go. That's cool.
but yeah, never scored anything in soccer, especially. Still remember I got a chance like in a shootout, and I was going top corner. It was going perfectly, and then at the last second, it kind of like curved up and just hit perfect right at the J of the crossbar in the post. And I was like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me!" So, but yeah. So
all right, we'll answer these final comments, and we'll take a couple minutes off here. But
yeah,
you should say, oh yeah, Brodeen skates so well. I love Brodeen, and Shea Weber is your favorite player of all time. That's cool. I mean, the guy has the best slap shot ever.
Yeah. Did you see the rumors that he's technically apparently working already in the Montreal front office? He just hasn't announced retirement yet.
That's cool. Yeah, and
I don't know.
I think that's partly because if he retires, Nashville has to pay him like $25 million in cap. Whatever it's called. So
dude, they gotta get rid of that stuff, like the Luongo stuff. If it happens to Shea Weber, like they gotta get rid of that. Like I get it, but like why they kind of implemented that penalty, but like it was a different time for like in the CBA, right? You could sign guys to those contracts. Like why penalize them at that point for something that they were allowed to do? Like it doesn't make sense to me. So, but like I'm pretty sure like this is the last. Isha maybe knows this more, but like I'm pretty sure like this is the last season of like the Luongo recapture on Vancouver. Like
that's correct.
And he retired like 3 years ago or something like that. Like it's stupid.
Crazy. Yeah, I think it's like it was $3 million for 3 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, but like that's not even too bad. But like, yeah, he should bringing up like he screwed over Nashville like signing in Philly, because Weber had signed that
the offer sheet.
Yeah, the offer sheet, right, and that just kind of screwed everything over. So
Yeah, like I remember, like I was super young at that time, but I remember seeing that and I was like, "There's no way Nashville will sign him, right?" And then he did. Then they did.
Yeah,
So
they did. Yep. They're like, sure, we'll take the bait. So, but not Montreal this year with Kokoniemi. So,
yeah,
but that was kind of funny to watch all that. Like, you can't tell me that the Carolina wasn't doing that purely for revenge, as much as they were saying they weren't, and that it was business. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
yeah,
Come
like
on.
the
You're not
$20 signing
exactly. You're not adding
bonus.
that if it's not pettiness. Like, I'm all for the pettiness. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like,
Oh yeah,
you can't say with a straight face that that's not what that was.
yeah.
So,
Alrighty, I
you
think
want to take a quick break here?
we will take a couple minutes off, and we will be right back. So we'll see you guys in a
Shortly.
minute.
All right. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out here a little bit. It's got we got Zachary joining us here. How's it going, buddy? The Beer Sports Whatever podcast. What's up, gentlemen? How the hell is this still a 0-0 game? Goaltending, man. That's purely it, I think, is goaltending.
Alrighty.
One dead, so yeah, that's the 26th. Goaltending is looking I don't know, James. Why do you think? How do you think the hell it's still a 0-0 game?
I mean, the Flames passing hasn't been great. Dan
Yeah, it hasn't
Vladar
been quite there.
has been quite good. Jack
Yeah.
Campbell's been good. There's not much to say other than like, why is this still 0-0? Like it should be at least 2-1. I'll pull up the expected goals. I don't know if people know what that is or care, but like
I
the
care
big
at least. So give it for me at least. Oh, and Isha.
there you go. Yeah, Isha
Isha likes
loves
the
these.
stats.
Isha loves the analytics. Yeah. So the Maple Leafs have been expected to score 1.77 goals. The Flames have been expected to score 1.26. So like this should be a 1-1 or a
game.
2-1 game, but
Yeah.
we are chilling here at 0. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great game for a live stream. Woo woo.
Right.
Zach says hi. Hello, Zachary McNally. How are you, good sir? And Contact THPN says, only goaltender. How's the depth playing for each team? I will pull up the forward line stats for the Flames.
Yeah.
And tell you that right now. So, I mean, if you consider the third line of Backlund, Dubé, and Lewis as depth, they've been right. But as I think his name was Shine earlier, who was saying he wants the Pitlick, Richardson, Lucic line to go away. I agree because I'm just looking at the stats right now, and
at least against the Tavares line, like that.
They've been absolutely destroyed.
Not great.
So yeah, there's that.
You know what though? I'll say at least for the Flames, they've played better tonight against the Maple Leafs than they played against Montreal last night, and this is the second half of the back-to-back.
That's
like,
true.
It hasn't been great, but it's been better at least. Like,
yeah, I left and watched Eternals after the first period, so I didn't see the second or third. But I don't know. We'll see. I didn't. I heard that wasn't a fantastic ending.
no, I watched the recap after, and because I had mainly just watched like the third period because I was at my cousin's game for the first and second. But yeah, this as much as there's not really any scoring going on, this just feels like a better game. So, but just no scoring to get excited about though. So.
Who knows? Did I just cut out there? Maybe?
You were a little choppy for a second, but you're coming in again. So
We're good. All right. Yeah, but have you seen it, by the way? Do you want to talk about that quick?
The what? Sorry. Oh, you're chopping a little bit again.
I will leave quick and come back. How's that?
Oh, I think we got you on. I think we got the audio at least.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, try it again.
I don't know, man. What's going on?
Dude, I'm seeing all these like advertisements just like during the intermission here for food and that, and I'm like, I haven't ate yet. Getting hungry. There. Okay, that's the challenge for this intermission. What has everybody had for supper? Tell me what you've had.
Ooh.
Just torture me basically. What have you had for supper? What should I be making for supper?
I love it. Yeah.
I'm running on like a bagel and a whey protein shake today.
Ooh, damn! And it is 7:00 our time. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh man, you need your food, bro. You need your food.
I do. But yeah, that was all I was able to really fit in, I guess, for a little bit there. So, but it's all right. I'm just filling up on beer now.
That's how you do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not, right? Like, fills you up, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it'll be like a soup night or something tonight.
Ooh.
I don't know. For some reason, I've just had like this craving for chicken noodle soup. Like, it's so basic, but like, I don't know, just very good. So
I like it. I mean,
maybe I'll do that tonight. Yeah, can't go wrong.
Yeah, Isha says Maple Leafs have not scored a goal. Calgary has not scored a goal. Less than 0-0 game. Analytics. My man with the. This guy's better than Jay Fresh, I tell you. He's got absolutely amazing analytics going on.
You were excited the other day getting retweeted by Jay Fresh. That was you, right?
It's always good. It's always a good feeling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love when my tweets go viral. It's fun. And it's all just Andrew Mangiapane. So I literally you could just literally tweet the name Andrew Mangiapane and you would get like 100 likes. It's hilarious. I'm gonna do that right now. Andrew Mangiapane. see how many likes that gets.
Just Andrew Mangiapane. Yeah.
I will report back to you fine folks at the end of the third.
There you go.
All right, I'm just going to put out another tweet saying we're live. Hopefully we'll get a couple more people in here.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now too. Do I still have the link saved? No, I do not. It's all right. I got it right here though. And thank you again to those people that are, tuning in just now maybe, or have been with us for most of the game, all of the game. Anybody who's tuned in, y'all the real MVPs.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's just Nate and this weird kid that's babbling on about stuff. So thank you for everybody tuning in. This is fun. I like it.
I was gonna say it's just two weird kids.
Yeah, that's great. I tweeted out Andrew Mangiapane and my first response was Darsut. So there you go.
I love it. I was gonna say I just tweeted of like, hey, we're live right now. I was like, anyone want to see Darsut live? Tune in now. James and I are live streaming this.
I love it. That's hilarious, man. That's good.
Well, there's the one group chat that we're in. Like, how far back do I have to go for this? But like, there's the one chat. Somebody was talking about like, oh, I'm late to this party kind of thing. And right then I had shared like the live stream link, and I was like, well, don't be late for this party. And they're just like, there you go. That's how you cater to your audience. I'm like, yeah, I'm in marketing for a reason, I think. Just worked out perfectly that they said that, and I'm like, oh, I got this.
I love it.
Oh,
there we go. I can feel my watch vibrating, so I know the Andrew Mangiapane tweet is at least getting a couple likes.
Oh, you have the Twitter notifications to your watch?
I
don't think I can do that.
Because I tweeted out that thing that got retweeted by Jay Fresh, like as I'm driving to the movie theater last night. my watch is just like vibrating every like 2 seconds. I was like, oh my god, please
Dude,
stop.
Mine would have gone off last night and today because I made a comment on some post of Theo Fleury, and
that's
right. a lot of stupid backlash to it. I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? But yeah, my like if I had that on my watch, oh my god, I would have lost it probably. I mean, like it goes off of my phone enough, but yeah, he's just like, I got 2 notifications. Have notifications on, especially if I watch.
Yeah, it's
100%. Like I think like, what do I have on my watch specifically? I have the NHL app. I have text messages, obviously, and I have something else, I think. But like I've turned off so much of it. I'm like, okay, just like the important things I'll get to my watch, and everything else I can grab after. So if it was emails on my watch, though, God forbid.
They should turn off. No. Oh, that was a big stop. Oh my. Okay, so we have like 4 Flames players in the crease. We have Dan Vladar outside of the net. I don't know what just happened there. That was
You're definitely ahead of me. Okay, I'm watching this here.
That was
there's
Dan Vladar just made an amazing save.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's the pile up. Holy shit. Dan Vladar is the farthest from the net right now.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. That was incredible. I don't know what we were just talking about because I just got distracted. What the heck just happened? I need to see like Dan Vladar was like the furthest Flame from the net there. There was
how does that happen?
There's 4 Flames players in the net. That was insane. But we were talking about notifications, and before I used to have like all my Twitter group chats notifications on as well.
Oh my god. The one group chat alone, I couldn't do that.
Like it was like I think I have 1 group chat notifications on now, and that's it because they're just insane.
Is that a Lucic fan club?
It is because it's good. It's not like too busy or like.
Yeah, well, we got like 5 or 6 of us in that one, maybe at most.
Yeah, it's good. But
the other one, I guess we're both in is like there's like 24 or 25 people I think in that one. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of fun, but man, it is.
I was in my psychology lecture on Wednesday night, and I'm just like trying to keep up with the chat, and like I just couldn't. And then I left for like an hour or two, and I come back, and it's like 500 it's like 500 new messages. I was like,
I'm not catching up on this.
Ain't no way. Group chats are fun though. I love it.
They are. They're a good time.
Very fun. But we got no one in the chat who said what they had for dinner. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to.
Thank you for not traumatizing or not traumatizing. I guess.
I guess so.
Torturing me. Thanks for not torturing me.
I had some salad and some taco casserole right after my workout.
Good. Nice.
It was good. It was good. And then haven't eaten dinner yet. Kind of hungry.
Yeah.
I refuse to pay for movie theater prices are just insane.
Yeah.
I looked and it was like $15 for a hot dog. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. But then I got 2 egg McMuffin BLTs from McDonald's on the way home, and those are so good.
Oh, interesting. That sounds.
I don't know if you've had those or not. They're
not the
incredible.
BLTs. I'm not a major tomato fan. Like slices of tomato. It's a texture thing for me. So, but I can have it like say like little like margarita pizza, right? Where there's like the chopped up tomato kind of on the pizza. Like I can do that. Mm-hmm. It's just like slices of tomato. I can't do that for some reason. So
that's totally fair.
Yeah. I mean, I can do the lettuce and bacon though. I could do just bacon even.
Yeah. I'm not a huge definitely not a huge tomato guy either, but
yeah.
I've come to love it more year after year, but
yeah.
Just catching up with Twitter, sounds like Zadorov has been not very good again, which I'm not totally surprised by that.
Great use of $3.65 million. Luckily it's only for a year, but like
that was a good chance. Just because you're behind in the stream, I'm not going to tell you which team, but this game is turning insane, man. Both teams just had incredible opportunities. Score! Let's go!
I'm watching. I just saw the Kachuk chant, so I'm like just a second. I'm a couple seconds behind.
Oh my god! I'm not going to tell you who scored that, but that was incredible.
That was close in front of the Flames net. Okay, here we go.
God. Oh my! I'm just going to wait till you're caught up.
Yes.
Oliver Shillington, man.
Love it. So good.
That was
Flames
incredible.
goal, everybody. Woo!
Let's go. Let's get some yeehaws. Let's get some yahoos.
Yeah.
Throw
the yeehaws in the chat for the Flames goal.
I'll throw one in there. There you go. Through Yahoo.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And like we love Oliver Shillington. This man. I wrote him off last year. I was like, this guy ain't gonna make the Flames. But I don't know if anybody follows him on Instagram, but the guy works out a ton. Mm-hmm. He works like crazy in the summer, and now he is up to, I believe, 9 points in 14 games. Something like that. Good. Like I picked him up in fantasy last week, and he's incredible. He's been my best player.
Got the soda pot saying 3 more goals for me to get to the money.
I love it. Yeah. Hopefully they're all Flames goals too.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be nice.
That would be nice.
It'd be beautiful.
Isha says, "Let's go Flames." I agree.
Baby.
Let's go Flames. Let's go. That was awesome. I gotta find the one. There's one guy on Twitter. I'm not gonna say his name or anything, but he hates Oliver Shillington, and every time I tweet about him, he always responds. So I gotta find his account and just post a little, meme under it, a little
Oh no. I think you just need to post. You just need to tweet Oliver Shillington's name like you did for Manchapani. I think that's all you need to do.
What if I told you that I already did that? I may or may not have already. I actually tweeted out Oliver Shillington and then added "baby" at the end. So that was an awesome. Yeah, Shillington has passed his career high in points with his 9th point in 13 games.
Love it.
Yeah, and this guy was projected to be like a top 3 pick in the 2015 draft, and then he switched teams. He had some injuries, and he fell to the Flames. Well, the Flames actually traded up for him at pick 60, and man, if he continues this pace, that's a steal. Because he's a piece that actually came back in the Curtis Glencross trade. Fun fact.
Oh, really?
Can you tell Nate? Can you tell me the other 2 players that came back in that trade tree? It's actually like a huge trade tree because
I'll give you. One.
So it was.
What year was that again?
It was for a 2015 second round pick and a 2015 third round pick. And the third round pick was used to trade up for Shillington. And the second round pick was also used in a trade. It was quite a large trade.
I was gonna say it was used for like the Hannafin Lindholm one, but you said 2015.
It was used to trade for somebody that was traded for those 2 players. So you're absolutely correct. Those were the 2 I was.
Oh, Dougie Hamilton?
Bingo.
Yeah.
So by trading Curtis Glencross to the Washington Capitals at the deadline, and obviously they moved some other pieces, but we got Elias Lindholm, Noah Hannafin, and Oliver Shillington. So I always love that trade tree because that's pretty fun. And obviously, like, they gave up a first round pick and Dougie Hamilton and Adam Fox and Michael Finland. But it's much better to just say by trading Curtis Glencross they got all.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it looks better.
Yeah. And Isha says he loves Curtis Glencross, best player in the dark days of the Flames. Yeah, absolutely. He was like really good for such a long time. Isha says I moved to Calgary and they traded Bouwmeester, Iggy, and just cleaned house and went for the tank. Every time I went to the Dome, yeah, they absolutely got smoked. Yeah, those were.
But it wasn't even a tank is the issue.
It was like a mild tank. Like they weren't even trying to tank. They were just not good.
Yeah, exactly.
But those were some dark days, man. That's like basically right after I just started getting into hockey, and it was like, oh wow, I love Jerome McGinley, Mika Kiprusoff, and then like
and then gone.
2 years later, they were like, okay, goodbye, and I was like, oh, okay.
See Bouwmeester. Okay, I remember I'd grown out of my last Flames jersey, and so I was asking my parents for a new one for like Christmas and birthday and that kind of stuff. And they got me a new one, and I was very happy with it, especially because there was a signature by Jay Bouwmeester on it. My dad, I guess, knows his aunt or whatever, and that's when he was playing in Calgary.
No way.
And I said to him though, like, I'm super excited about this jersey and that I can't wear it though because it's signed. Like, so I still need a new jersey. So I have that one hanging up in my closet still as well. The Jay Bouwmeester signed. So,
can I just pull up this tweet because I love it?
Yes, so, do it.
Claytron 8001 says Leafs fans are rushing to Cap Friendly to trade Nick Ritchie for Oliver Shillington. They're like, who's this guy? I want him.
Pretty much, eh?
That's so good. I love it.
Oh.
Oliver Shillington, man, that is so fitting that he would score because
I love
absolutely love the guy. So good.
I'm just scrolling through Twitter now, and right away, Shillington.
Yeah, that's literally that's all. It's just Shillington's name like 40 times. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Ooh. Isha says Kipper still smoked between periods until 2010.
Why does that not surprise me? Like,
I
there's
don't
just so
doubt
much
that.
about that dude. Like, there was the one story that he was like late for training camp. Nobody could get a hold of him or that. And it was him just
Yeah.
like, he was on a fishing trip in Finland, like where he's from, and just lost track of time. I'm like,
As one
what?
does, right? Like, what?
You just lose days, apparently. He's like, oh yeah, I was fishing. Sorry. Well, and even like the one appearance that he had, that was a couple years ago that like he just made a random appearance like at the Saddle Dome that nobody was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Neither were the Flames actually, because they're like somebody had noticed that he was in the crowd and they're like, we don't have a video or anything. So that's why it was just like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Saddle Dome, Mika Kiprusoff. And that was it.
I was in the building and I was in utter shock because
Oh, you were there for that game.
and he was like in the, what did they call it? Like the booth? No, not the suite.
The suites, the box, yeah.
Like right behind me too. So I like turned around.
Oh jeez.
And there's slightly
Mika
more chubby Mika Kiprusoff. And I was like, that's my first jersey. Like, it's still hanging up. I was like, this is awesome. And he's
That's
back.
great. Well, and like even for like Jerome McKinley's retirement, and it sounds like this might be the reason as well why 34 hasn't been raised to the rafters yet. It's purely because they can't find him. Like, like it sounds like the Flames want to, but they're like, we just can't find him to do this. Like,
yeah, I've heard from people in the Flames organization that basically like the jersey will be retired whenever Mika Kiprusoff wants.
Yeah.
The guy just I don't know. I mean, he didn't show up for Iggy's jersey retirement. Like, I don't know. He's a nutcase, and
yeah.
The Soda.
Oh yeah, there you go. Soda Fonsanti's a head case. Yeah,
head
so many
case.
stories. I still remember. I don't even remember like who put on the skit or anything like that, but there was a skit after the 04 run that was like an interview with Mika Kiprusoff. And I was like, so Mika, you know, it's a horrible loss to losing the Stanley Cup final, but you know, how do you feel about the whole thing? I was like, oh, I'm just tired from stopping the black flying discs. Mika, those are called pucks. Yeah, I know what they're called. And my back's pretty sore. It kind of hurts. Mika, why does your back hurt? It's from carrying the team. Like, I don't even remember who did the skit, but I just remember that. I was like, that was great.
I love it. Like, he's so
Oh, that was a good
man.
chance for Toronto. Yeah, he's just a character, honestly. Like, oh my god. Okay, this is okay. He's probably still taking that. He's just got a lifetime supply of it. Oh. Chubby Kipper's still like 150. Jeez, yeah, pretty much, hey, man. Okay, maybe this is showing my age a little bit. I feel like some other people in the chat would remember, but do you remember Mini Kipper by chance?
That rings a bell.
There was this one kid that like he had like street hockey pads and everything like that he did up like Kiprusoff and everything like that, and stood behind him during warm-ups and just mimicked him and whatever. I remember there was like a news piece on him and everything, and like,
yeah, it was cool, man. I remember that.
Like, just like one of those kind of like folklore type things for like different NHL teams and whatnot, and like it's kind of one of those like, where are they now kind of things. Like, I want to know what that guy's doing now.
Yeah, he's probably like around our age, like probably like 22 or something. Like,
yeah,
I wonder what he's up to.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably hanging out in Finland with Kipper at this point. He's like, get me out of here.
They're fishing together.
They're fishing together. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they live together.
Now he's mimicking him fishing.
Yeah, they live together in Kipper's abandoned cabin in the middle of Finland. Yep. Which is still crazy that he just like retires from hockey and then he's like, you know where I want to go? The middle of absolutely nowhere. That's funny. This is for you, Nate. Isha says, showing your age, buddy, almost 30.
Oh. It was, yeah, I turned 25 in 2 months. I'm like, geez, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I still got some time before
Yeah,
21. I'm good.
Yeah, you're a youngin', dude.
I'm a youngin'. I got lots of time.
Oh. See, at least that's as Flames fans, at least that's where I feel like you almost have an advantage. Because like do you remember the 04 run at all? Kind of thing? Like
No, I was 3 years old, man. Like,
yeah, exactly. Whereas like I like even as a 7-year-old, like I remember that stuff. And I'm just like, damn, like I still live with that thing. Like I remember the whole like Tampa, it was in and everything like that. Like I remember that stuff still.
yeah.
And so like that gets brought up and I'm just like, it's like the Vietnam memes kind of thing. Obviously not to the extent of Vietnam. I'm not gonna get that confused here, but like when that happened,
like the flashbacks.
yeah, like was that against LA for a playoff spot, I think in 2015? That happened again. And I was, yeah, same thing. Flashbacks to 04. I'm like, we are not having this happen to us again.
The soda pod says, geez, boys, you were babies. It's true. It's true. I'm a little youngin', especially me.
Yeah.
Nate's like kind of old. I'm
Kind of
young.
old.
And Isha says, I watched the 04 run at the movie theater. No way.
Dude, that would be sweet, actually.
That'd be cool. Because you
That'd
have
been awesome.
like all these people around you. That's fun, man. I want to do that. Except he was rooting for Tampa. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Can we get rid of this? Can we get rid of this?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Get out of here. Get out of here, Isha.
Oh, see, I'd love to do when they have like the playoff games at the arenas, right? And everybody's just like packing the arena to watch it on the Jumbotron. I'd love to be a part of that, I think.
Oh yeah.
So, because like awesome. I have done a playoff game before. I went to, it was game 3 Calgary Vancouver in 2015. I went to that game. And oh my god. See, and this is just twisting the knife even more. Martin St. Louis over again, because St. Louis was a Flame at a point. That just twists the knife even more. All right.
Thanks, Craig Button. Was that Craig Button?
Yeah. That was Craig Button. On top of he almost tried to trade again. I was like, dude.
And he traded Mark Savard for literally nothing. That was fantastic.
I think he also got, dude, he might have gotten rid of J.S. Shiger as well.
Yep.
Like
he was awful. Every time I see him on TSN, I'm like, get that.
Like, get him out of here.
He looks like a clown, first off. Like, God, I hate it. And he dresses like a clown. I'm like, I hate that guy. Absolutely hate him. But if there's any way we could kick Isha, that would be phenomenal.
But yeah, the one thing from that 2015 like game 3 that I remember, it wasn't even anything like specifically about the game. I think it was like the first intermission.
Oh, Nate has gone frozen yet again. So I will cover here for the minute or so until he comes back. But what a goal by Oliver Shillington. If anybody in here has not seen that goal yet, you should definitely check it out. Sportsnet just showed that he was skating at 40 kilometers an hour, which is insane. But that was awesome. And the Flames are winning, and everything is good. So we will wait for Nate to come back here and become unfrozen. In the meantime, I don't know. We will keep watching. Shout outs to everybody who came in and watched this stream. And there he is. He has returned.
I have returned. at the point that I'm not waiting for it to give it a chance or anything. I'm just like, all right, we'll just reset it quickly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't worry, I
saw
covered with my
yeah.
terrible. I'm bad at covering, man. Not very good. But we have 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third. Toronto is out shooting Calgary 32-27, but Calgary is beating the Toronto Maple Leafs 1-0 thanks to a goal from the legendary Oliver Shillington, who
I
was
saw
skating at
40 kilometers.
40 kilometers an
That's
hour.
McDavid. Jesus Christ.
That is why you play. I really shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have done that score update.
Oh, no.
Should not have done that score update.
All right, here it comes in 10 seconds. Because when you said that, I realized that you're about 20 seconds ahead of me, apparently. Why is my stream so slow?
I don't know, man, but Calgary's...
that was... oh, man. I don't like giving up that goal, but that was a nice goal. I got to admit.
I love William Nylander, man. I want him so bad.
He should come home to Calgary. He should. His actual home, as much as he doesn't want to say that.
Oh, God, I want that guy on the Flames so bad. He'd be so perfect.
It's all right. We'll come in second place for him.
And you know who gave the puck away right there? Oliver Shillington.
Dang.
You give and you take.
Yeah. I was about to say Zadorov or Branson. It's all right, though. It's a 1-1 game. SodaPod's only 2 goals away now from making his money.
That's true. You know what? If that is the most important thing right now.
Yeah, obviously.
It's that money line. Money. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Hungus Wood says, Maple laughs. Well, that was right before they scored, too. So, did Hungus jinx the Flames?
I hope not.
It's all Hungus Wood's fault. That's what I'm saying.
Like, okay, so with Nylander, for some reason there seems to be a bunch of Maple Leafs fans that just like aren't a fan of him either because he doesn't play an old school style or because of like his holdout that he had basically. Mm-hmm. But you can't be mad at that contract and anything since that, really. Like, he is a great player that pretty much every other team would love to have for that money for what he brings. Like,
absolutely. Yeah. Like you can't be mad he's making $7.9 million because that's perfect for what he's worth. And there's that subsection of Leafs Twitter that just doesn't like him for whatever reason, and I don't understand why. But
yeah, I don't get it either.
I guess it's because he's not like 6'4" and he doesn't go to the net. Like, there's people that think he's just soft. I don't know. Like, I don't know, Johnny Dro type, like all skilled, but you need your skilled guys, man. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. Isha Obuhu, come on. He holds out and gets a good deal for the Leafs. Right there, for the Leafs. Like, it benefited both sides. It's like, yes, John Tavares, it's a great homecoming thing. He's your captain. There's the intangibles. Whatever. I don't really like using intangibles as like a reason to make money, but like at $11 million, that's, I won't say an overpay, but it's definitely not an underpay.
I'll say it.
It's not an overpay, but I don't like it at the same time. It's kind of a weird spot for that.
I'll say it again. John Tavares is an overpay for Leafs fans.
See, you could take. I feel like you could take $1 million off and be justified. Like,
yeah,
like fully, like 100%. Like, it's about like I'd say it's like a 90, 95 right now, but
I've never liked
there's
him,
a trip.
To be honest, I don't know. John Tavares just doesn't do it for me.
That's 100% a trip. I don't know why he's freaking out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's 100% a trip. Like,
Isha says,
yeah, you can't. Come on, Kasha.
Isha says John Tavares can go to hell.
Oof.
I love it. No,
unfortunately, I think he's already there in Toronto, Isha.
No, I'm with Isha here, man. He's so boring. He's no he's not my type.
No.
He's not.
Yeah, what was it on? I think it was on the Steve Dangle podcast. They were just joking about like how boring he is and stuff like that. Like if they were to do an interview with him like outside kind of thing, like outside the rink, it's like like John, what's your favorite color? Beige. Like stuff like that.
Well, I think we have the big moment of the game coming up because Calgary is going in the power play with 4 minutes left in the game.
Yep.
Or 5 minutes left in the game. This is crazy, man. This third period has really picked up. Like I actually am enjoying
it really
watching
has.
this period now. It's not
100%
super boring.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a quick break before we potentially wrap up the rest of this game here. We'll give a quick moment for our friends at DraftKings. Be sure to sign up at DraftKings with the promo code THPN for exclusive offers, and we will see you on the other side in just a moment.
And we're back. Jake Muzzin just hit the post on a breakaway on the penalty kill. I thought that was for sure going in.
I did too.
I was like, yeah, this is the most Calgary Flames way to lose a game. Go on the power play late in the game and let a goal against. But we're still here.
Yeah. The Beer Sports Whatever podcast saying 33 to 28 shots and it's still 1-1. Credit to the goalies. Wow.
Yeah, they showed some Vladar highlights a while ago.
Yeah.
Like the guy has been insane.
See, I like
Same
these
with Jack
games.
Campbell.
Like, and again, I know it's because I'm a goalie, but like I like these close games that like I get it. High scoring games are totally fun, and I'm not against that whatsoever. But like, I love when the goalies succeed. So
yeah, no, that's totally fair. I mean, I'm
because like it makes it more. I find it sometimes like heightens the intensity of a game actually because it's crap. We have to beat this guy now, right? And it's teams just trying to do everything they can to beat one guy. It's like we've beat the other 5. We just need this one guy, right? So
yeah, exactly. Well, let's see. Oh man, this Flames power play is making me very sad. Very sad. I don't think they've gotten a shot. I don't even think they've had possession. Oh man. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Okay, they've gained entry on the power play. They did it, folks.
They did it.
Oh, that was somewhat close.
Apparently we're both sides are just not having a good night with talking about the talking about the game of the other team because like we were talking about Shillington, right? And then right then he gives up the puck in the in the Leafs score.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this from Dangle, like Steve Dangle, like 26 minutes ago. He was saying like this is pretty fun as like 0-0 games go, and then, like a minute later, just never tweet ever. I sent this 49 seconds ago, and that was when the Flames scored the first goal. So it's happening to both sides at least.
That's awesome. That's hilarious, man. There you go. I just retweeted the Oliver Shillington goal on my Twitter account at James Jones and YYC. If you haven't seen that yet.
There you go.
Quite a nice goal. I must say, it is quite nice.
Quite nice.
Quite spectacular. All right, we are at the 2-minute mark left in the third.
Yeah, you're 20 seconds ahead of me exactly.
That's funny.
I don't know why my SN Now stream is so far behind.
I don't know, man. I'm just watching it on the TV, so that might be why.
Yeah.
Streaming is always a little bit behind, I guess.
I feel like it shouldn't be at this point, though.
It shouldn't be, yeah, but
yeah. I've seen the clip from the Kachuk hit earlier in the game from your good friend, I guess, Haley Salvian of The Athletic.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, is this when the kids say things like, get off the tracks?
I missed that. Oh, I have to go find
that. She's a fun follow, honestly.
She is so funny, man. Like when we had her on the podcast, we expected like 30 to 45 minutes.
You guys talked for like over an hour. Yeah.
And it was like an hour and 20. Like,
yeah. It was a good listen.
She's incredible, man. She's funny.
I'm glad that she enjoyed my Grogu jersey concept that I made for her.
She did.
After that episode. I was very happy with that.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. I'm excited that she came to Calgary. She's awesome. Go. And this team is heading over. Man, what a game.
I'll take a point at least.
Yeah,
I want two here, though. I want two.
I would much like to, but yeah, at least we got one. I'll take it.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out if this is like a controversial take or not, considering where we're potentially heading to. All right?
Okay.
I don't like the shootout. I want to get rid of the shootout.
Completely agree. I want like 15 minutes at least of 3-on-3 overtime.
Yeah. Honestly, you could bump it up to 10 minutes. It's bound to happen there. If not, you split the point.
It's awesome, man. Like, I mean, 3-on-3 has turned into a bit more of just possession where that's the only focus. So it kind of lost its track here a bit, but I hate the shootout because it's just so, like, you play 105 minutes on the ice and then
it goes to a skills competition.
And then it's literally just like an all-star skill. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Isha saying you guys are the younger generation. Isha, I remember the shootout being implemented. Like, I'm not that much younger than you, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I am, but. And he says, no respect for Petteri Numelin. No idea. Sorry. I apologize. I got no idea.
Oh, see, like I enjoyed it when it first was implemented for like the first year or two, but honestly, this is something I've been on for a while. I'm like, it's not entertaining as much to me anymore. Like it's because like you said, you play 105 minutes of a team game and then it's a 1-0 thing. Like that's what it is. So
And I should say, instead of 105 minutes, it is 65 minutes. I was completely wrong.
Oh yeah, 65 minutes.
Just to correct myself before someone says
Yeah.
like, James?
Yeah. I didn't even catch on that, so good. Fair point.
I was, that's one thing, an hour, for some reason you think 100, but
Yeah.
Isha says
time is the one thing that's like 60. All right.
Yeah. Petteri Numelin is 60% in shootout. He leads the league. Huh. Neato. I'm guessing that's the only thing he leads the league in because I had never heard of him until today. But now I know.
There you go.
But here we go. We have Johnny Gaudreau, Rasmus Anderson, and Elias Lindholm for the Flames against... Oh, shit. We have an Austin Matthews breakaway. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, that in itself, I think, says something.
Wow.
I'll see it in just a second here.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, big save, Vladar. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, baby. Dan Vladar, man. This guy is...
Darth Vladar. Let's go, buddy.
And then he makes another huge stop like 10 seconds after that.
Yes.
Freaking love this guy.
Inject that into my veins. Straight.
Just says,
straight in.
He just says analytics guys don't know Numelin well. I apologize. My analytics have not gotten me to the shootout, but maybe they will one day. Oh.
This is purely the day of roasting James, apparently, because now it's talking about Numelin.
Apparently, I know nothing, man. I'm just...
We had James, the quote unquote Flames analyst.
Yeah, like
we had. What was the other thing that What was the other thing that you were getting roasted for earlier?
Not knowing somebody's Linden Wood. Something.
Oh yeah, right. I think it was like the Linden Wood thing, but that's both of us, I guess. But
yeah,
and then Numelin.
All right. Well, I'm just looking at the guy. Like, he played for the Columbus Blue Jackets in 2000 and had 16 points. Then went overseas.
Oh, that was such a chance. Campbell's just sprawling there.
This has been a good overtime, man.
Damn,
it's been good.
Yeah, Shillington's pissed off about. Dude, I love this.
I'm still getting absolutely roasted in this comment section right now, man. I apologize for not knowing who Petteri Numelin is, who played literally parts of 3 seasons. Like, I apologize.
I at least recognize the name. Like, I read it and I'm like, okay, that's familiar, but I couldn't remember what for, at least. So I apologize too, I guess.
Just gonna wait for you to catch up.
There
we go. There we go.
There we go. Just in as well, like just inside the post. God damn it.
Future Arizona Coyote Austin Matthews and the Flames lose again. Apparently Monahan missed a wide open net right before that. I didn't see that.
Did see that.
The Flames have now lost 5 of their last 6 games. And you know what? I predicted this.
We're kind of back to earth a little bit.
Because everybody's like, yo, the Flames are off to a hot start. And I said, you know what they did under Daryl Sutter last year? They won 6 games, then they lost 10.
Yeah.
At least we're losing in overtime instead of...
Yeah, exactly. But the biggest loser is the Soda Pod, who didn't get his 4.5 for the goal line, unfortunately. So
Disappointing. Absolutely disappointing.
yeah.
I have a group chat with my family about hockey, and we have we have my grandpa who says, "What the f is wrong with Sean Monahan?" and someone else saying that he stinks. So I love it.
Oh man.
I love it.
I'm still confused by the decision last year to like continue to play him when he was injured at like game 10.
I don't understand, man.
Like that's on him, that's on the coaching staff, that's on the front office, like that's on everybody. And he's still trying to, as much as he's like, I'm sure he's like physically recovered, just in general he's still trying to recover from that.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever be the same. It's kind of why I wanted the Flames to trade him this offseason. And yeah, Soda Pod says it best. Sean is overrated. It's insane. Totally agree. Totally agree.
I wouldn't say overrated, but he's definitely, he's not the player that he was like even 2 seasons ago. But I'm still trying to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because of his injury and how it wasn't dealt with properly. But
yeah, well, we're 0-1 doing live streams. There you go.
Damn. At least we have a point, you and I. Like
we did something, and we single-handedly got the Hockey Podcast Network to 400 subscribers.
Yeah. So thank you again, everybody, for the 400 subscribers on the network channel. That's awesome.
We're now at 402, so we got another 2.
Nice.
All of us.
Let's go.
Not Josh or Isha or anybody else. Just single-handedly us carrying this.
Yeah.
So,
just yeah. We're Kippersoff and no floor, just carrying on our backs.
We're killing it.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here. James, before we go, where can everybody listen to you guys, and where can they follow you?
Yeah, so my Twitter is at JamesJohnsonYYC. If you like analytics or memes or flames, or mostly memes, to be honest. But
he's got some good memes.
You can find me there, and then my podcast is the Barnburner Hockey Podcast. I do that with my co-host Audie James. He might know on YouTube, and it's been fun. But that's where you can check me out. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, you can find my show, The Quack Report, where we talk Anaheim Ducks, as well as other NHL things going on, other hockey things going on as well. You can find that on the Hockey Podcast Network as well, wherever you find your podcasts. And you can find myself on Twitter at Tatenhomas, TATENHOMAS, where that's the majority of Flames talk and music, movies, that kind of stuff. You can find me there. So thank you everybody for watching. Thanks again for the 400 plus subscribers tonight. And I guess we'll see. Isha's been here the whole time, so I guess we'll find out if we get to do another one of these in the future of James and I. But there's a lot more coming down the pipeline, obviously, for watch-alongs with a bunch of different hosts from around the network. So be sure to check those out. Thank you guys very much for tuning in once again, and we will catch you on the other side.